that Donald Trump is one of the most interesting characters of society. Let's not go there. Let's not get canceled before we start.
And that was today's episode, guys. If you want to tell us something, tell us something. You done? Don't choke!
Remember, you got this covered. You got gurgitated.
That was also part of my thought. It happened to me. Clint.
Okay.
So as we end this here, on a more...
I am challenging your people.
My people.
So, your task...
My task.
When this podcast comes out, as it is for most guests, is to, promote, like, spread it, like, put it on your page or whatever.
Like,
right?
share, comment, subscribe.
That. But I'm going to challenge your people.
Mm-hmm.
You have to give them an emoji that they have to comment. Let's see how many we can get. I can start this as a challenge for all future guests. Like, and then at the end of the year, I can see the guests that had the most emojis.
No, so there's the beer mug, that's the emoji, and then there's the shot glass. No, not the shot glass, the whiskey glass. Well, we call it whiskey, but it's really a short glass, short bowl. So in between the short bowl and the beer mug.
Not the champagne flutes.
I mean, that's my birthday celebration. Salute to people. Not the champagne flutes. I mean, if you do the cheers of the beer mugs, because there's the cheers of the beer mugs. So there are two options. I'm giving them two.
Beer and whiskey.
Pretty much.
Okay, guys. Your master has spoken.
I'm not a master. I am a master of my own self. I am not your master. Unless you want me to be, then we can have a different conversation.
Welcome to the episode, guys. Today we have Michael.
That's me.
Or what's your Instagram name?
I go by
Minister
of Vibes, not Ministry. Minister of Vibes. .246.
I'm notorious for messing up people's names.
That's fine. That's okay. I'm notorious for getting names.
Fair.
You can also find me. The Comedy Flagman. You can find me on Stilts.
Yes.
There's also a paid job title known as the Drunken Rastaman. It's actually a paid job title.
Wow.
Yeah. Kind of reason for this, which is why people always see me with one of these.
Guys, we're about to do a cup off.
We're about to do a cup off because she came to me and said she has a cup that holds more than my cup.
I don't actually know if that's true or not, and that's why we're doing the cup off, because it could, and I might be the champion.
Before we start, I just want to say that I know my cup can hold 1.2 liters or thereabout. I have tested it for sure.
So a cup off.
Yeah, I don't see that cup more than 1.2. I feel like 1.2 is like the general consensus of maxing ceramic mugs.
No, actually, there are bigger.
Alrighty.
Ceramic.
Yeah,
you are correct.
I was thinking bigger like ceramic mug than that.
Ceramic. I heard ceramic and I was thinking.
This shot is
Enamel.
so messed up.
It's hilarious. Because you're going to be behind the thing. Wait, there's a Sharpie.
Sharpie! Why did we not turn the chair?
I don't know. I had
this, where the people can actually see what's going on.
You can peer through the holes.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's do this. So we do not have a measuring cup. And therefore we decided that we're gonna do this a janky way. I am going to go first. That's what we decided.
I mean, it's up to you. I don't mind going first. I know how much mine holds.
Right. So we're gonna put Sharpie on the mug, on the jug, and then we're gonna. I hope my grandmother that is resting in peace doesn't stir in her grave that we're marking up her jug. But
is it a permanent marker?
Yeah.
Let's not get into that.
That's not.
We
I
don't work
mean,
with
We can figure
work
this
with
out.
wrong things.
Our
things.
job is to figure out if her cup.
Yeah.
not us
Can
sitting
hold-
in her house with her jug, messing up her jug.
Where
Not
are
how
we
y'all
on
gonna
this?
haunt me.
Why are we on this? That's not the matter at hand.
Out of
So,
If anybody wants to sponsor
from the
this.
jug
that's where I was getting.
into the bottle.
You're doing this. You're giving of yourself out of the generous nature of your heart.
Not me. I'm doing it for money.
When it's hold on, you are choosing to have an expression out of your own expressive nature.
Like, is our her
If by chance your expression, I'm about to be talking about church. If your nature, by chance, may I say to you, and I hope you can zoom in on my eyes and say this to you.
Oh, okay.
If your nature by chance is that you like to see people living to their best potential, to do the most that they can with as much resources available and afforded to them within reasonable understanding, I ask of you, I beseech you, on the bequest of Simone, sponsor the podcast.
Paper, scissors, shoot.
Anybody, all I wanna do it. Send you a little 50 and what in first place.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
That make add for gas or
We used to do this for free, you know, days.
we just do this because we enjoy doing things like this.
We bring people on just to show them out. Just to hear them talk.
Just
Because we need to talk.
We can figure out.
Okay.
Wait, like a 2.5 liters. 1.2.
1.2.
Not me doubling it. Shoot.
Guys, we are way too serious about jug.
No spillage. No spillage. Outside judges, are we confirming?
Yep.
Right?
1.2.
That's rough.
That's almost so just mark there so with an M there quick. That's the height.
That's rough.
Marker.
Ooh, this is funny in the brain.
He's left-handed. He's a witch.
Yeah, come from a. Oops, it's wet. This is what he said.
I don't see it going past that, honestly.
No, it's too wet. Shoot. Hold on. Can we fix this? Look.
Are we gonna mark a different spot?
Yeah, this is mark the first one.
That's not that thing. Alright, how we going?
No.
MR. It's just like
Call
a aim.
Alright.
Okay.
Fill it back up now. And then
Alright, let's ensure there's a limited spillage.
Oh, that's just pretty.
that is a perfect work.
I do not trust myself.
Whoops, there was spillage at the end.
I don't
That was a drop. It's a drop. It take away from the drop.
I mean, shh. Do you want me to
No.
pour on your? Okay, hold on.
It is not that serious. You can pour
It is.
I can pour on your behalf. I mean, for him, it is like it literally is a drop. Like
It
you
was
want to add,
literally
like,
one drop.
I feel like that was.
guys, this is not that serious. It's kind of weighted also.
It is.
No spillage.
We have no spillage. The pressure is real.
Yeah.
It's not full, but it's mostly full.
I can't do it any more than that.
Come on.
I mean, it's like a drizzle more, but
Drizzle more.
you got it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Alright. You are still.
It's
Put it down. Put it
That's
on level. Put it on level.
about a liter.
So the science in this says that the Hershey cup is roughly 1 liter. Let the water settle and we will understand the science.
Mike wins.
I mean,
So, the rum story.
The rum story. Yes.
I was 16,
You were 16.
is what I'm going to say for the purpose of this video, because underage drinking is not okay,
Right. Okay.
guys. I have to
16
remember-
is the legal age here in the country that we're in.
and in the country where this story happened.
Yes.
Right.
So remember, I mean, because it's got to remember that some people got drinking ages like
Yeah, like
18,
21.
21, like
Canada said that they were gonna be different, and they said we're gonna put it at 19.
Oh.
Special.
You know what?
I said why?
That-
Why?
Because we're Canada.
Because they want us to trade the face of America like
Oh, we're not doing it your way. We're doing it our way.
correct.
Ridiculous.
So you were 16, the legal drinking age within the Barbados.
I actually probably was actually 60, because I was saying that to be cheeky and be like, oh no, I was younger than that. No, I was actually probably 16.
Okay, so you were 16.
And I went to a party.
You went to a party. What?
It was a house party.
It was a host party. That was very relevant. At 16, we do go to host parties, and there's alcohol.
That our parents do not know about.
Unlimited adult supervision.
Very limited.
I had those days.
And
Those days.
I remember is it a gallon jug that Old Brigham has
You mean the unbreakable one?
Unbreakable?
of rum?
Yeah, that's
Must be like
1.75.
Yeah.
Right. So
1.75.
I was on something, not actual drugs, just mentally unstable. And my friend came and was like, oh, we have rum. You want a shot of rum? And we were all taking shots from the bottle. And Simone said,
Shots to the head, hit the liver.
glug, glug,
Not
glug.
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 Well, you were 16. You were
Glug.
unexperienced. It's
And
understandable.
the look from the guy that gave me the bottle said,
What are you doing to yourself? Which is why I said you're 16. You have no experience. It's understandable.
And I said-
you had things going on. You escape with it's alcohol. Let's just
Yeah.
drink it.
and that
Without
was the
understanding.
first time that the earth moved.
To please and not by cold. Well, it wasn't even to please because it wasn't cold.
the earth moved.
And it wasn't to
And
please.
I was intoxicated beyond.
I can only imagine.
And all of my friends were just like, sit down.
Please.
But you know, right?
You
Maybe
were
you
on
don't
it.
know. Simone is the life of the party when alcohol is injected into her system.
Once in moderate.
Yeah.
Amounts. Yes, moderation is key.
I'm a very introverted person, but as soon as I don't like physical touch. I'm like, okay,
We can vibe, but not
yeah.
here.
Inject the alcohol, different person. Different personality.
You hug everybody.
Yeah, we're family.
We
We're
are
great.
family.
I'm
We's
hyping
family.
people up, slapping butts all over the place. I am
Girlfriend asked her she
a
birthday.
vibe.
Oh, you slap it, slap it, slap
Once
it.
again, with consent.
with consent.
I mean,
with consent.
that's the only way is do it.
Funny because I did a video yesterday. I had a video
Should do
shoot. And I said that exact same sentence, and the person next to me also said,
With consent.
and I was like, yes, of course, with consent. I don't just, well, in a party, in females are
Here's
different.
and this is what I'm about to break down. Let's break it down because I feel like there's an unspoken code among female friends that once we're out and we're enjoying ourselves and they share my ass, you want to gas me up, it's okay to slap
Yeah.
it. That's a female code. I have female friends who we are very cool. We good. But I see she shaking she ass the party. I am not gonna slap it. I can wave it.
Yeah,
I can gash it, but I ain't gonna slap it.
yeah,
Exactly.
It's an unspoken female code.
yeah.
And at the same time,
Nah,
it's just what it is.
doesn't make no
But
sense.
consent is key.
Wave at it. Because no.
No, I got them friends that I can gas. I can gas. If another body walking up, I ain't my friend. I can gas them the same way.
I guess same, but no, the issue is that you is the friend. Alright?
Mm-hmm.
That all cool, then cool when you guys them up and waving. No, the issue does come when the not friend see a man waving it.
And does not
I
understand
assume-
baboundaries.
You see, so
Say, man, I do not know you. We are not friends.
I'm doing it because that's my friend.
I had this conversation
Look,
last
men
week.
don't
He coming
understand.
across and doing it because he thinks
not
that
understand.
she want all the men to do it.
No.
No, but to be fair.
So exactly, so it's just best sometimes just be like.
I had this conversation last
it's
week.
nothing.
I had this conversation last week, and I'll be very honest. As somebody who is known as life party, I mean, we not getting away from your rum story, but somebody who,
We'll get there, guys.
as somebody who's known to be the life of the party, one thing I intentionally do is not dance with certain females. And in the context of, we tight like tease, like we know each other from Adam, but I also know your perspective of what it looks like for the wild man, because people see me as a wild man. to be dancing on you as a refined woman, and so now any man thinks he has an opportunity.
Yeah.
So I avoid actually dancing with some of my friends.
Yeah, you got that. But it's sick.
Just social understanding.
And that's the.
It's because people.
I mean, he was my friend, and then there's that. You gotta think
But
of non-thinkers.
party almost impossible to tell.
You could tell. You could tell. This is what got me so cruel about men. You can't tell that that's my friend. If that's my friend behind me, you could tell that that's my friend.
Yeah,
just by how it gets on.
Interaction different. Think back to like everything you ever seen party game. You can always tell if you know somebody from 40 fat and somebody 80 fat. Because when you 80 fat, I still got some degree. This is if that many people had around show that good beard dog.
I just want to say that there are some people who have met in the fat that become my friends
Exactly.
that I still only know from the fat.
Also,
Hold on, but they are my friends.
it's a level
In
of
context.
intoxication.
The first time
It's
around,
a level of intoxication.
you like this. First time around,
We're not close.
But it's like, cool, we waiting.
Okay.
So
I just have a little different experience because I don't know. Sometimes people just gravitate towards.
Everybody's gravitated towards Andre.
So
For some
sometimes-
odd reason, that's everybody friend.
So it's got times where it just be there and we be in like a circle.
yes.
No clue who these people are.
I-
At times I take pictures. Like photographer come, I take a picture of me and other people,
Don't
other
know
men
who that
come.
is.
I'm just like, yo, I'm like, don't know.
Use also gas people
anybody.
up. Use also gas people up and make them feel welcome. Because you are the person to be like, yeah, and then you would turn around and
That's
be like,
such a
Andre, you
segue
know
I
who
want to
that
have a
is?
conversation about.
You know who that is? And Andre would be like, no.
Why
I
would
don't
they
who
know that
is.
person?
Why would I know that person? And you would be like, dog, you just act like if that's your best friend that you see from primary school.
I'm glad to know it.
In this moment, I just want to say, in this moment, I want to apologize for all the people who I interact with you so well and I still don't know your name. I came on this podcast after having such an in-depth conversation with this young lady.
We spent hours.
Hours talking.
Didn't know my name. That
Forgot her
entire
name.
time though.
I knew
that
her
entire-
name.
No, that entire conversation you didn't know my name. You asked me my name after we finished that conversation. When we were leaving.
Oh.
You were like, you know that whole time? Because we didn't introduce ourselves because he knows Andre.
I do know Andre.
So then it was like, Andre didn't introduce us. And we just started talking about things. We were supposed to be on our way out. And that didn't happen.
3 hours later.
Exactly. So then it was just like, we didn't have the introduction thing. And then your name was said.
Multiple times.
Mine wasn't. So then it was like, oh, I know what your name is. So then at the end when you were like, oh, I don't know what your name is. I was like, fair. We didn't have that interaction.
And then I got here and I didn't remember it, so I had to answer again.
Because we barely had it. Had that.
No, you know her name is
interaction.
Simone. Hopefully next time we see her, I'll remember it.
You'll remember my face. And that's all that matters. Or whatever.
Hi, friend!
Or whatever.
That is
Marcel?
That is not going to do.
Yeah.
Marvey.
Marvin.
May not remember she face, but
Right.
trust me, I know the face.
You see, right? I just mix up everybody. I'm so sorry, guys. If it's one thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna not know what you look like. I don't know what DJs look like
Valid.
at all.
People choose different perspective in a party, and that's understandable.
And everybody who has similar names, you're the same person to me, essentially. And I will commit.
You are not the same person, but sometimes you just don't have a name.
That's okay. That's okay too.
So your friends told you to sit.
Oh man.
Yes. So sipped, and then glugged, and then glugged some more. And they looked at me like if I was crazy. They said, "Sit down," and I was
Please.
like,
But I'm happy.
"Nah." I
Like for the
did.
party time.
And I was moving around, and the world was shaking. That was the first time
The
I ever
ground shaking,
experienced.
the ground shaking, it moving under me, it moving under me, the ground shaking, the ground.
You know, there's a name for that.
What is it?
I can't remember. I can't say it because then Andre's gonna say it. Eco. We're gonna put it on the screen. guys.
Ecola?
No.
Okay. Eco-friendly?
Andre always says equally. There's an actual
Equally.
name for that. Whenever somebody says a sentence and you automatically think of a song and start, it's a thing.
Not echolocation.
No.
Oh Lord, I know what you mean.
It's a thing.
It's the actual
I
thing.
also do it all the time.
You know what was another thing? Google.
Or Bing. Or Yahoo.
Or however you choose. I mean, he got there before me, but my phone is
So-
smart.
Echolalilia.
Echolalilia.
Yep.
So I have echolalilia.
Echo the
I
lady.
also do.
Yeah.
Right.
Z.
So
Echolalilia. So yes, when the
Then
song comes. But that was
they
original.
made the mistake because we were children.
Kids.
And they
You weren't-
said,
well, yes, but okay.
here's some fish cakes.
That oil.
That grease.
That oil to soak up that alcohol, boy. Good idea.
You should have gave like 2 breads and a fish cake. Not a bread and two breads and a fish cake. They should have.
They should have really just left me alone
Crying.
They shoulda
Literally,
left me.
there are tears in my eyes.
because I would have been fine. And they said, no, here, eat some of this. Someone is drunk, so she said, okay.
My friends have my best interests at heart.
Lays on chair, instantly goes, mm-mm. I run, try to pass the pool, kind of sort of don't make it. Vomit on some friends. Also over a balcony,
Probably on more people.
probably on more people. And there was puke all on the side of the wall, and my friend's parents had to come out and spray down the wall because there was alcohol and items all on the wall. It was actually really disgusting, and ever since then I can't drink rum. My tummy just hurts too bad.
Your boy telling you is nah.
It
You don't want
rejected.
that.
There's so many thoughts that just
After
happen
that,
at the
I
end
tried
of this
to
story.
sip rum again, and I instantly gagged.
I understand your body trigger reactions. Fine, it's no pressure. One thing, if you drink a lot and you just go and lay down, bad choice. You will feel dizzy almost automatically, and then you will feel to go vomit. Catch yourself some balance, sit, breathe. Speaking from experience, maybe we're children, but for the kids watching, if you decide to indulge,
Don't do that.
don't do drugs.
We're not
Drugs are bad.
encouraging that.
But if you happen to find yourself in a situation
Yeah. If you happen to accidentally stumble upon a party,
that you
What
stumble upon a
accidentally
1.75, a 1A, and you glug,
yeah.
don't lay down straight. Just
Yeah, if you
and
happen-
don't take the fish cakes.
Don't take
Yeah,
it.
and don't take the greasy food.
So
Yeah.
let's
Don't take it, guys.
let's not do that. Let's no, yo, go. Let's talk. So what are we talking about now?
I guess we could. continue.
So sorry, that was one because I did say that I had a lot of points coming from that one. I was actually sip my rum, sip and not glug. Projectile vomit. Let's have a conversation about projectile.
No.
Yeah.
All right, let's not have a conversation.
Yes.
No.
I have
We not
strong-
having this
We
discussion.
have strong opinions about
We
it
are not having
When we
this
say
discussion.
strong opinions, like
because I projectile puke. Andre can graciously stand up and walk to the bathroom. I can't relate,
Like a Bridgetown
and
actor.
it is
That's-
insane
you're
to me possible for a human being to go, oh my gosh, I have to throw up and walk to the bathroom. I have 3 warning hiccups and that's it.
Nah, that's not supposed to work.
That's it. Done.
it done.
Nah.
Blah.
Mine to start with 2 birds and then to start legitimately. You know like how a dog.
Frothing.
Nah, it's not so late, but it started around. He said no one thing. But it's giving me nothing to let's like casually get some off him.
No,
Trigger
let's
warning because this is disgusting.
this is honest. I've had varying experiences with regurgitation. It is
word.
You
regurgitation.
can gracefully do it.
Let's just say there are moments in real life that I have had to. How do I word this best?
I love that we're all waiting.
Regurgitate my regurgitation.
I know.
No! No! No!
Because while I did my utmost,
No!
I'm sorry, trigger warning. I should have said it. I mean, we were waiting, but it happened. So while I got my 2 birds and the hiccup, like warning, and I was making my way there.
I am unwell.
Bathroom, so
No, it was a journey. So I was doing my utmost to take my Bridgetown walk to the bathroom, but it was a journey. on the way, it was there, and it was like, you good?
Oh, yo!
But it wasn't stopping. But I was getting there. I mean, I got most of it in the end, I think. I don't know how much came out. I don't know. I don't even know why I told that story.
I don't get Insta. I had to scroll up. This is the first thing that Magnum I hit the market as a popular thing.
God damn.
And I remember my boy Roth was like, yo, man got Magnums, dog. I said, what's a Magnum?
I'm sorry, hold on.
I don't know. I had to drink something like easy. I shot the thing now. So at that time, this was like after I had the situation that he not getting talked about today. Cause he talked about that, I get crazy French. But I became allergic to silver.
What is it with that fly?
There's a fly. He
want
It's
alcohol.
only bothering you.
He want alcohol.
He smells the rum.
He want sugar.
Sugar.
So
Ethiopia legit.
what happened in that time was, you know what scroll was on the ABC, so
I
like
don't think that
the
was
bar on
good.
one side,
Wasn't.
and the car part, and the bathroom on the next far side.
Yes.
And I remember
No. Yes. Yes. I had to do the renaming of the building to remember what you're talking about.
Oh yeah.
Right. Yes.
So I'm on one side. I was like, I get a bathroom. And we run into the bathroom. And I remember all the bathrooms all so full. And I was like, this is how straight behind one, I'll vomit.
Also, this is just a precursor. Well, not a precursor, because we done went through this whole situation. But this is a post
She's still stunned.
disclaimer. Yeah, I mean, this is why the manager is not pleased. A disclaimer, and this is personal understanding to myself. Like, I have come to understand that if I don't eat properly and decide to go and drink, it becomes a factor, and then that's the easiest way to regurgitate.
Yeah.
Yes, just be careful of that. One of the best remedies I have learned from an old movie,
When did you put on shades?
because I was crying a lot.
I don't know when that happened.
She asked when, not why.
Oh, I mean, when you were scarred still.
Oh,
Yeah,
I was
and there goes the
frozen.
tears again.
cry. Like the people see you crying.
Crying, laughing.
That's not how I tell in the story.
That's fine. I was
We
sad.
were so emotionally
I was so moved.
helpful that it brought tears to his eyes.
Right. Thanks.
We helped him overcome such trauma.
Oil for hangover, not for when you were intoxicated. Oil and charcoal. So some burnt toast and a little butter. You can feel your stomach can settle. That helps to settle your stomach. Funny enough.
Not fish cakes.
Not fish cakes while you're drunk.
Not hot dogs like that.
Definitely. Well, don't-
Guys, that's okay.
so let's go to how I became the drunken Rasta man. Let's segue. Because I feel like we scarred you a lot. Is that okay?
Yeah.
So you could change this over again?
You could do whatever you feel like doing.
That's probably for the best.
So, the drunken Rasta man.
For those of you who skipped the time to this no time, welcome back. Because we're definitely gonna add in a timestamp for people to skip. Right, Jarek? Right. He gave us a thumbs up. You're gonna have
Efficiency.
to. Now that Andre has a camera, guys. Once again, claps for Andre. Yay! He's gonna have to do.
Don't give us the
Jarrett's-
riz again.
Jarrett's movements. So because Jarrett refuses to be on camera.
So yeah, he does another thumbs up. Just me, steps, baby steps. I mean, we started a podcast. I plan to start a podcast.
Drunken Rastaman.
Kind of. It's a spin off of that.
Uh-huh.
So let's start with the job title. So one of my many professions is the drunken Rastaman. It was a weekly in experience.
You're a Rastaman. Are you drunk?
So this is the context of it. My job is to be the village drunkard. It was for a show called Celebrations of Rhythm. Big up Lisa Dale Smith Productions, but all time. That's all plug. She ain't paying me for that one. That's just
But.
she is And she's part of the reason I'm who I am today too. But there was this show she had, or she has, just has different timings now, called Celebrations of Rhythm. And my phone is on loud, so let's change that. But Celebrations of Rhythm that's not what I want to do. Celebrations of Rhythm is a cultural experience of Barbados through its rhythmic history. I say this like that because I was actually concierge for it, so you know this feel. We went from the English settlers to Grand Kadooman and everything in between, from Maypole to Madasali to some of this to some of that to full. Yeah. My job for the first part of the show was to engage with the guests. Whether you were from Barbados or not, my job was to get you playing games, whether it was dominoes, whether you were involved in the cocktail making competition, whether you were involved in the dancing competition, because we had a competition every night for the show. To tell you when there's food available, because there was an open buffet as well, and just to engage you. I met so many people from all over the place, just being that character in the show. They didn't have a title the first couple of weeks because they got locks. It's a Rasta man, but you know, I was supposed to be drunk, so I was the drunken Rasta man. So that is actually where the job title came. That's the reason they started to walk with this cup, because it was supposed to give an old school Bajan village man in the shop just talking to everybody, drinking. So that is where that came from. The idea of being a drunken Rasta man is because the English vernacular, I am quite intellectual even speaking about the drunken Rasta man. The English vernacular is so peculiar that if you drink something, it was
Drunk.
It was
Drink.
great. And so
Like,
it was
don't English me.
it was
Don't put me
drink,
on the spot.
and it was drank. And so you have no drunk in a drink. So whether it is
I drunk.
no, you drunk, and so it was drunken.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I hate
just
English
went
as a
all the
person.
way
To
back
primary
to
school.
primary
Present participles.
I'm following
Present participles,
present
past participles.
future.
Right, all
the
of these.
tenses.
Yeah, so if you drink something, you drank it, and so it was
Strange
drunk,
movement.
and no, it's a drunken experience. So whether it's a cup of life, whether it's a cup of water, whether it is actually alcohol, I have drunken of it, and so I'm drunken. You got lost, you're a man. So that's the perspective that I carry with it. And sometimes I am drinking, yes. You sound like you're drinking over there, brother.
Yeah.
we drinking. Sometimes yes, I am drinking, and yeah, that's just part of Bajan culture, I say. But then there are times as I may just have water in my cup. And then the fun question is, so what's in the cup? I usually have 3 answers. Unless I just tell them when the cup for you. So there's either choices, decisions, or responsibilities. Because at the end of the day, what goes in my cup is my choice. And I have made that decision, and so I'm responsible for whatever happens when I drink from it.
Bars. Lyrics.
Let me talk.
So someone that wanted.
These get deep in conversations apparently. Like words is just be like lyricized.
Which so even this clocking thing, you know about clocking?
Like,
Which finger is used? Is this one?
It's
Is the first
supposed to be those two,
supposed
but
to be?
everybody does this.
Right, and I saw that, so I was just trying to figure out like
This.
We'll do this, but then found the girl is be doing this.
because they don't want to really mess the fingernails, so they want to be
Correct. You know anything, it'll be
because they want to show them off, right?
Yeah, so be like,
Let's
So the big brain players to do this.
No.
the big brain play is probably to do
see?
clock it
Clock it for real.
because they're on a watch, right? So your nails safe, like you could.
Thing is, when I do this, it's just me doing like micro claps for somebody. Like actually just clapping.
And that's really what you're really supposed to be. It's supposed to be like take away from your
taking
snap.
snaps.
Yeah, but that's for people that can't snap.
How can you not snap?
Wow.
Let's not go there because there are people who can't
have
even whistle,
friends.
and let's not even go there
We have
because
a
as there are people who,
specific friend who can't do it. We make her do it, and it is hilarious.
and then there's these snapping of fingers.
You just watch their finger go.
That one, people just try.
Yeah,
People don't know how to get it, but the thing is, people can't even get it done with one hand.
like, let alone you know what, keep your hand. No, that's so you get the understand to keep this finger limber.
But at the same time, like people can't get it done with one hand
I'm not gonna do it.
because you can't get it done with one hand.
Like everybody, this. See?
She can do.
I know I'm always gonna remember how I did. Yeah, this took practice. But how people not get it? Then it was got me.
Because your finger can't.
I guess the same way how people can.
No, I definitely can do that.
Yeah.
I can whistle, but can.
I mean, I've not mastered that. I've found different things, but I've not mastered that. I mean, I found a little boy and crap my teeth, so it's work.
Ah,
So you life hacked whistling?
yeah.
I was just
Wow.
living and it happened.
He said, I can't whistle. Let's do something about
Actually, I
that.
can whistle.
That always reminds me of the Peppa Pig episode. Every single time. Peppa put that phone so hard on Susie. She said, how dare you, Susie?
Insert a big. It's so cute.
Ah. Peppa, can you whistle? No, I can't whistle.
Let me go do it right. Yes, Peppa, right, Susie.
I ain't with Peppa. I ain't with Peppa. Susie, sheep, do you know how to whistle? Sorry. Ring, ring, ring. Mommy sheep, may I speak to Susie sheep, please?
Hold on 1 second. Hello, this is Susie Sheep.
Susie sheep, do you know how to whistle?
No, Peppa.
No, Peppa's the one that don't know how to whistle.
No, Susie and Peppa. Use Peppa.
Right.
Hi, Susie.
So,
But
you
I don't,
supposed to
but
know
I
how to
don't
whistle.
know. I don't know. But I don't know. I was just like either till you told me after. Clearly, you don't remember what happened.
No.
So
Right,
let's
right,
go over.
right.
It. So
She doesn't
can you
know
whistle?
what whistling is, and then Peppa's
It's like, but
I
what's
can't.
whistling? What's whistling? No, you're not worried about. No, go.
Sorry.
What's whistling?
What's whistling? You said that or I say that?
Pepper says that.
What's
No,
whistling?
Susie says that, and you tell me what's whistling.
I don't
What's
know.
whistling?
I don't know what the answer is.
You press your lips together and make a little O and blow. Oh, you mean like this? Click.
And I remember Peppa saying all of that. I remember the phone. She put
That's part of what started the whole Peppa is one of the rudest.
Yeah.
She is though.
Peppa just
But no, that was the episode. I remember.
I don't remember her saying all of that. I just remember
I feel it.
whistling. I remember Susie whistling,
And
and
the click.
Peppa went click. She
No,
said
bro.
absolutely not.
Oh Jesus,
That's
you.
Peppa mad
I love that
disrespectful.
you memorize the dialogue.
I didn't memorize it. It lives in my brain.
Right, read.
Nah, the dialogue was bop.
What's whistling?
Susie went,
Anything.
and Peppa said,
Click.
Peppa is a minute that needs to be stopped.
Yo.
I just want to say, if I ever have children,
I hope you actually inserted that clip.
and we should. I mean, we also should just leave what we did because that's also funny. But
Me not knowing the words.
Yeah.
that's hilarious.
That was hilarious.
Because it lives in my brain. It's not even rent free. It just lives there. It just exists like a
Crazy.
thing. But my children would never be able to watch Peppa Pig if I am ever able to
They have a
supervise
new
that.
sibling. Congrats to Mommy Pig. She gave birth to Evie Pig.
The fact that you still watch it
I
is.
don't watch it. It was all over TikTok.
Oh yeah, I know on TikTok.
It had they had a gender
Wah,
reveal.
kind of wah.
They had a gender reveal.
Like,
Mommy
I was
Pig
part of
went,
gender reveal the other day.
Mommy Pig went into labor early.
So let me ask a stupid
all
question.
sorts of things. If you put them together, the Peppa together, George, and then Evie, it's spelled pig. some drugs though. Like obviously not
In order.
in order.
but right.
EV
Right.
is.
IVE, AV, why?
EV.
Or,
EV, but you put I.
Her name is
You see how you got Yvette that start with a Y?
EVIE. That's how you spell it.
Right.
EVIE.
So how put them names together you spell pig?
You can spell
If
peg.
it's
You spell
not-
right.
it's spelled peg.
It's not,
Peg.
guys. Listen. Not aligned. I'll
Still.
have to.
Oh, you mean diagonal?
No, like if you put Peppa for
Pepper.
not her first P. One of
But
her P's
a
and
pepper.
different P,
Uh-huh.
and then
Georgie.
George somewhere. One of his G's.
Right.
No, you're not putting them in order. You're putting EV and then you're putting George.
Georgie. Uh-huh.
Evie, George, and then the mama.
Remember that EV has an I in it.
Right, but the mama. What's the mama's name? I don't know the mama's name.
It don't matter.
Mo-
Her name
Mommy
is
Pig.
Mama Pig.
Mommy pig. Mommy and daddy pig. They
Original.
have no
There's
names.
Mommy Pig, Daddy Pig,
But-
Mommy's sheep, Daddy's
But
sheep.
hold on. How
And then
is-
there's
hold on. So is it
Mrs.
where is
Rabbit.
George coming from?
George is your little brother.
Oh.
Did you not know that Peppa had a little brother?
Yeah, but that look.
I kind of did. I mean, I
George.
the only thing I remember is Charlie, but I think that's a different segue.
Charlie.
Don't start. Yeah, but no, my children would never be able to watch Peppa Pig.
Or Coco Melon.
I actually have not had much interaction with Cocomelon, so I can't
I don't know
say.
what the problem with Cocomelon is.
Is alright. The issue with Coco Melon
I just
is
know that they get overly stimulated and they turn into crazy babies. Like,
You mean like
Psycho
how
babies.
we get overly stimulated and turn into crazy adults?
yeah.
Okay, cool.
because of the colors.
Humanity?
Like, it's so bright and stuff for them. Like, when
Oh,
you start at a
humanity.
young age, they're like, you turn it off and they get violent. And you're like, okay, calm down, terrorists.
Yeah.
Oh, I've
Actually,
never had
I think-
such interactions.
I think what got me to tell them off Coco Melon was literally by arrogance. Because you had the colors, but it was on screen a lot longer. But nah, Coco Melon is a literal addiction. Like,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I remember at one point you hear your Coco Melon tune.
There has to be something in that audio that's like in the under.
Embedded?
Yeah.
I think sometimes we oversimplify and under-explain things. Color in itself visually has one of the most impactful. Well, I mean, all senses have impactful
The
meanings.
creator of that targeted every single sense of children and said this is what makes children like crackheads and used it.
Yeah.
Hey, Mark
Capitalism.
Zuckerberg. Thanks for making Facebook
No,
so we can
no.
have nothing to do with ourselves and adults and just.
But, like,
I mean, no, there's Instagram,
at least-
but I mean, there's the metaverse. But let's continue.
At least with, I feel like with some platforms they'll use like one thing to get you like hooked into it, but not like each and every single thing.
But they get
TikTok.
you to use one thing to hook you in, and they get him to use one thing to
That's
hook you in,
fine.
and they get
But
him to use one
Cocomelon
thing.
uses all the things and all the children at all the time.
No, but the thing is, what happens is, as adults, we know how to compartmentalize. So we don't see the other things that are peripherals and excesses and peripherals to us. We just see what catches us. Versus a child who is easy,
Seeing
who has a short
everything.
attention span. So like, oh, color, oh, song, oh, noise, oh, song, oh, color, this, that, and so eventually there's something that will catch them. But the consistent of being stimulated, it helps them.
Terrorists. They are actual terrorists.
And the challenge is, the problem really is that you need to stimulate them as a parent,
Yeah.
as opposed to just giving them advice. And that's
The
why
thing
they
is,
become
right?
terrorists. No, you have
wait,
overstimulated them
wait,
and want them to sit quietly, but not stimulating them yourselves.
Wait.
Okay.
Okay, so I do know with this debate, it is very like people make it black and white like that when I don't think it can be that black and white
It's
because
also not
I've
that black and
seen
white.
it firsthand. My sister doesn't let my niece have the tablet all day, every day, that sort of way.
Right.
Like she doesn't do that. It's like you could have this for a few minutes maybe, and it's not every single day.
Mm-hmm.
However, my niece still has a terrorist response to iPad at times. And it's like, okay, you've chosen what she can consume.
Right.
You have like tried to regulate as much as you could possibly regulate.
You know, give a
And
level
you
of boundaries.
always have books, you always have toys, you always
Have
have
other things that are not
You're not
that.
constantly on the iPad.
It's not a
So
solo.
why are you still getting that terrorist response?
Mm.
Obviously, we have to understand that the
Brains, neurons,
I got-
synapses.
no, I won't say that. I feel like we are too smart for ourselves as humans, and so it makes us very stupid. So the concept of these media outlets, however you want to call it, social media, videos, whatever you call them, is for the child to be stimulated enough that the parent can get what they want to be done. So the easiest way is to overstimulate them. So even if you get a little bit of something into your system that gives you a certain burst, you will want that consistently. However, it doesn't mean that a little bit is not bad, but they're still at the age of learning to regulate. So
Emotional
let's
regulation, guys.
let's go to a different perspective. As a person, you have a significant other. You guys, have the whole day together. Y'all make breakfast or went out for breakfast. You went chill by the beach, or you went take a walk, or you went and do something that he was doing or something you was doing, and then you all went home, watch a movie, take a shower, take a nap, however between. You wake up and was like, yeah, alright, go on, babes. Oh, where you going?
Don't call me up.
Don't call out human behavior. You have just overstimulated somebody. I know you were trying to take it away, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not supposed to be a terrorist. I am a terrorizer.
Say it for the men in the back, because they don't understand.
But the challenge is, but no, I mean, and granted, no, you are not responding as your niece. You are responding as your niece. You are not the terrorist.
Yeah.
So it's not a case that there's a problem with molestation.
And then leave to go where?
But it's not a problem with overstimulation. It's just a problem of emotional regulation.
Bars.
Literal bars.
So the female,
Unintentionally, but yes.
the female chain cannot emotionally regulate.
Well, that's not what I'm saying, because men have it in different perspectives.
Yeah, but men just do that. We had ours way different.
Like, and ours,
You might not see it, but
yeah, and truth be told, I'm thinking about how we go silent.
yeah,
Oh, you don't want to do that.
easy. Or annoying, cool.
Yeah, man, just change.
And
Yeah,
that pisses you
poorly.
off. And that terrorizes you, because no, you are not stimulated enough to know what, as a female, you should respond to. So no, yeah,
You know
see
what
the reversal.
TikTok I really love?
What?
I don't get enough credit for how crazy I am not behaving on a daily basis.
Here's the thing, right?
Because what
All
we're talking
humans are
about,
crazy.
Like, I
We
could really show
are
you
all
the cycle
crazies.
when y'all give us silent treatment. Do you think laughing and crying when angry is not me wanting to murder you or me actively murdering you in my brain? But I can't do it out loud. So like,
See,
it
see,
comes
and the
out-
thing about it is, right, is not even, and so let's break. And you saying that I'd understand the female laughter and all this response, but the male response of silence is
Males
not.
do the laugh and cry crazy.
I mean,
thing
we
too.
men could be crazy. I am just wanting to say that I'm consciously censoring myself.
Don't censor yourself. We're called PCS Unfiltered.
Not
We're unfiltered.
uncensored.
Unfilter yourself.
Um,
Say it.
Men crazy as Russell. Women
That's
crazy as
what the
Russell.
dolphin noise is for.
Humans crazy as Russell, because we
And apparently,
so
that
often.
word is not a global curse word.
Yeah, I just see it
he
on
can
IG
say
all the
it
time.
However, he feels
Yeah,
like.
actually, yeah,
It
right.
I'm not
Yes,
doing
yes,
one Russell today. Apparently, it's good, and the Bajan didn't sing it. But no, let's not go there. Different
Well, no,
conversation.
we're gonna say though.
A Bajan didn't write it though.
All right, so for context, right?
Bajan did write it.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who wrote this?
Puffy.
it-
Not
Rick-
Puffy.
Just
Jay.
Just right now.
Justin did the rhythm.
No, he wrote his own.
Wrote the song.
He wrote his own and he rhythm.
Okay.
That was-
I take back that.
But for context, I was listening. I was only learning when I was trying to have an argument with a friend
Mm-hmm.
about curse words. You know, if it was like Spain, and literally hold up Diablo, people will look at you and so you say the word kind of in front of them.
Understandable.
So,
Or bumbleclaw
In
is
Jamaica.
a very big curse word, and we just say it willy nilly.
The C word is very offensive.
to America.
Cunt is
They can go away,
it's
they
very
F
dark.
bomb.
It's very dark.
F bomb this,
Like
F bomb
and
that,
like
F
yes,
bomb that.
like because while I feel like okay, let me my brain does work like sometimes. So while the F bomb gives way to a mutual understanding, and dare I say, women, females take more offense to this. Men can feel a way about it, but then women do take more offense to it.
Because y'all don't like get to be called bitches.
Right, but that's where I'm going. So while fuck as a curse word is mutually, I guess you could say, demeaning because it involves both genders. From a Bajan perspective, we see a cunt as a vagina. And so that connection as a cultural thing makes it a feminine degrading situation, which now means that as a man, I want to be called I can make it real interesting, the hairy bank of a woman. But as a woman, I don't want to be lessened to just a hairy bank.
Fair. Why don't y'all like to be called bitches?
I mean, I don't feel weird about what people. So I was actually recently in a video.
Your laughs are always...
Because there's so many thoughts going on. I was actually recently in a video in one of these current social media trends. I'm on Twitter. And I saw that, and apparently I was dapped as considered being a 10 by a friend of mine. And I end up going through the quotes, the retweets, whatever you call it. And I was just crying at the females like, I ain't seen the 10s, what you mean you need to clean your camera, like,
That's why that trend is. I saw that today.
I
was
very confused.
I'm in that video. Yeah, I'm in the video.
So it was he, Schmood.
There were DJs, there were like all sorts of people, like kind of people in this video.
There's another one, no?
I watched the video.
That has in Jordan English and other people that were at Savvy, and I was like,
I mean, it's probably the same person, but at the same time, like I feel like I laughed at it because I was looking at this like I went to a
appearance wise, or
so the concept is a female goes to a guy and she says, I see you're a 10, so give me a dap, like a dap me, right?
I saw it with
dab, however you choose to dab. She came to me and was like, yeah, so I want to do that dab out of 10 out of 10. Like, I was like, all right, I guess, let me know when you're ready. In my brain, I'm at this soca party to walk up. I didn't care if I decent or indifferent or I come to enjoy myself. It is a cheap, fat, 4-cup over. I mean, most days it's not rugged, but if I need to clean up, I can be cleaned up. Because at the end of the day, I know I am more than how I look.
No, I need to keep the thought I was gonna distract you with just in my pocket because it's a completely different sentence.
But that's exactly what she was saying. Because the whole point, I was don't I tried. I was in the whole.
Like, I laugh at. I mean, and this is not even like a. I mean, people say, "Oh my gosh, no, he feel wounded." Look at please, like. I look at myself and say, "Nigga, you sexy as a rascal, dog." Like Jesus, like, look at you, guy.
Exactly.
And it doesn't even. Like, you can say I's a 6, I's a 1. I could be -7, sis. If you find me, you would find that I am more than amazing.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I am not based on what you see. I am more. But so that was going towards something. I felt that was a little trigger. That was a little trigger.
Yeah,
I felt that was.
You take that for the soul. You take that for the soul.
This is me venting. Cause let me talk, right? But yeah, like, I mean, honestly, like.
That's not the name of the podcast.
We need to talk. We need to talk.
No, the brothers.
Tell them what we talk.
Okay,
let me
taste
talk.
out of pocket. The thing that was at the Esplanade the other day. That was a free bet.
Yeah.
Sweet limes. I wasn't there though.
We passed it and we said, "What is this?" Also, are prostitutes not allowed to prostitute anymore? All
Were
the
prostitutes
Bay
never
Street
not
ones
allowed
gone.
to not prostitute anymore?
No.
All the Bay Street ones gone, and
let
we
me-
used to drive past, and
Hold
then
on,
all
hold
the
on.
rest
Let me-
here one always used to shout me at Andre for whatever reason.
Show you. Guys, show her. Show her.
Let me.
Every single time I walk past,
Nobody used to show me. Show
Never-
her.
never-
I just want to
Stop.
say, in fair context, they show any vehicle that look decent, and if they got a woman, they're gonna show you even harder because you know
Alright,
she
okay.
might be. Also,
Alright.
don't feel
Alright.
offended. Don't feel judged. It's not you. It's them hustling. Them at work.
I
It's
used
like,
to like, hey,
you know.
gas me up.
As
She
you
couldn't
should.
see me, but like she was like, yeah.
Right. Anyways, so
They're not.
your question is,
Why are they
they?
not there anymore?
When you say they're not there anymore,
Please pass out all sorts of.
So y'all have y'all ever heard about the recession indicator?
Yes.
A lot of the girls that were working on the street gone home.
I
Because they're
hear
Jamaicans.
we probably in a recession.
It's a recession. So
Sorry.
because of friends they have.
Come
that
back,
are-
guys.
Because I know people of all walks of life.
Mind you, I don't pay them. I just drive past them. Look at
she
them.
want the gas station. Come and pump in the gas station now.
I got friends that know them and like, my boys was like, yo, all them going back. I was like, what's supposed to mean? I was like, and it's not just them, like, these strippers that come in to make money was like, Barbados ain't got nothing to offer them, so they back home.
You wanna know it because the major people ain't getting paid.
Exactly. Recession.
Well, that's not true.
Indicator.
The streets have been empty, guys, at all hours.
I just want to
It's
say
just
it's
like-
not totally true, but mostly and understandably. what
Bay
you
Street
say.
has been empty.
But if they're on
It has been
At what point of time have you gone to Bay Street?
and
all
no. Go out.
What day of the week have
All
you
of
gone?
them.
No. Go don't be a strip on a Friday between like 8 and 10. That's when it's be out and it's get pick up. So the ones that still be out,
This
just all
was
be more early. Because remember we went to
This will require us actually trying to go and look for
We
them.
just pass
I don't know.
and be like,
But-
where are all the girls?
Right. Okay. So, these are so many segues in my brain. One, what happened on Bay Street was he crop over Sweet Lime just because I like Barbados and they don't know who can see this. So, right now we're doing a
The guy that
rebranded
was on the
cavalcade.
stage talking about Shanice, you need to go to therapy.
what?
If you were there, you know.
Sorry.
It was.
Left away was. Shanice talker, not stalker.
Nah.
Talker, the person who spoke about Shanice, go to therapy.
PCS.
Well, you know the song? You heard the song?
Let me get back to that. I just want to break down the thought process before we get to
Okay,
Shanice
okay.
therapist. Right, so that was a cavalcade. Well, that was a rebranded cavalcade. What we now know as Sweet Limes here in 2025. Barbados
Why
crop
is it
over.
not called a cavalcade?
Because they don't. Because sadly,
Where is our culture going?
the culture is still politically inclined. When certain parties have certain power, there are certain things that are allowed and disallowed, or rebranded, or repackaged. Like I heard years ago, how many politicians did it take to screw in a light bulb? They said 3.
I would
One to screw it in, one to unscrew it and screw it back in, and another one to unscrew it and screw it back in. Let's just do these same
In
things
my
that to
opinion,
make the
all three
illusion.
would have just look at the socket.
I mean, they know they'd make it look like they didn't. The other one did nothing, and then they do something.
They would have just toppled it.
I
This
mean,
light bulb
no,
needs to be screwed in. It's not being screwed in.
but it's already screwed in, you know.
Will anyone screw it in? No.
But it's already screwed in. But yeah, so
No one went to switch and said, let's try this.
not even the switch though. Just like so, let me just take off the roof and just have the sun as our light and just enjoy the moon in the night. Bars. I heard it for myself.
You heard it here first, guys.
But no, but for real, like the idea of our culture, and this is something that personally is a pet peeve. Is I understand it, yes, but it hangs a lot on politics.
I saw this video today. If I had a cupcake and I took off the icing and I gave it to you, is it still a cupcake or is it a muffin?
Still a cupcake.
If I put icing on a muffin and gave it to you, is it a cupcake or is it a muffin?
It's muffin.
If
It's
I went
iced
into the
muffin.
kitchen, you can't see what I'm doing, and I put icing on a muffin and gave it to you and said it's a cupcake, what is it? It's whatever I tell you it is.
It's whatever.
Is it?
Whatever I tell you it is, because you don't know. You see a cupcake because it's essentially dressed like a cupcake. I've told you it's a cupcake, so it's either up to you to believe me that it's a cupcake or sit there, questioning life about if it's a cupcake.
I use a bit insane. So pretty
I
much.
completely stole that from TikTok, by the way.
That's fine. But I use a bit insane. So pretty much, you taking shit and washing my hair with shampoo. You washing my hair with shit and calling it shampoo. Right. So what is it? It is perspective, and I think that's a major factor of life. I perceive you as someone who has an honest enough, genuine intention, and so you present to me a cupcake. It has the
So that's what the politicians are supposed to be.
it has the external characteristics of a cupcake, and so that is how it's presented
What makes
and
it different?
received. Then there is the person who is offering the cupcake, and I, as a person offering the cupcake, know that my intention is to deceive you. But at the same time, it is conceptualized as a well-dressed intention. And so you say, all right, yeah, this is what I really want to accomplish, because you for yourself, like, you get the cupcake not for what you want or what you don't want, but you get the cupcake because you get a cupcake. You're given the cupcake now because what you want to get. So now you're like, all right, yeah, I want you to believe this here. So I give you this muffin dressed as a cupcake because I want to achieve XYZ accomplishment. Then there is the confused one, the most confused one. Well, actually, the partially confused one. And that depends on how you choose to take it from it. Because now there's the muffin / cupcake. Because it is a muffin. It's been dressed with icing, not necessarily making it a cupcake or dressed as a cupcake, because you can have a well-decorated muffin. Why not? But then it is dressed well and then presented as something else. And for the muffin now is to decide, am I really going to be a cupcake? Or am I just going to be me and a muffin? And I think that's the reality of what, like, we could get down, because we could get onto the dressings, we get onto the perspective of the receiver, the giver, the whole muffin, the whole concept of why there are things exchanged in the beginning. But yeah.
Let's enlighten people about this political metaphor. Just in case they don't get it.
Well, okay, so for context, I remember when we had the change of the route. One of the more recent changes of the route, which is shortly after COVID, and we went to the highway.
Let's just say that was hot, and the bounds was too far apart, and that was not good.
Is it any most Kaduma days hot unless it rain?
No. It was a different type of hot. It was like the highway was radiating heat from all the asphalt, the sky.
It's the asphalt.
Nah.
Everywhere.
Big up Shaq.
We literally walked the
Asphalt,
highway, and I was just like, I'm
Kaduma.
boiling.
No, the Kaduma after that was the first time I've ever in my life said, next time rainfall, it's on home. That wet humidity that hit you out by stadium, near take out everybody. Because out by stadium, it was You can feel the darkness in the air, but it's still hot. So you're talking about all you will feel you walking through like a fog of heat.
A
I want
furnace.
to know what
sauna.
everybody perspective on the first road, the road on the highway is
Also-
the best road. It's the best road.
It's not
Highway
the
route?
best route for
The whole-
the people
highway
who
route?
set up to sell food. It's not.
I have
best
this. I have my
route.
pros and cons.
No,
Yeah.
Because you're blocking off
okay.
everybody from being on the side of the road.
Okay,
People used to
okay.
do that from their houses.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
pros and
so
cons.
there,
There's no
so
bathrooms.
everyone was allowed to set it however they want.
There's no
But-
bathrooms.
Not really allowed, but yeah, same.
Yeah. Okay.
Except
How
for
many?
out there.
How many happened on that road or violent acts?
Bro, I was in a band and
The
some
bands were
regulars.
so far.
I was in a
far
band and
from
some
each
people
other.
jump in the band and the security don't want to fight and the men did outsiders. Well, not really outsiders. It was
People
people that
will die
affiliated with the band.
regardless of what things are.
I mean,
Yeah.
they
So
had-
so
I
that's
saw
what-
firsthand.
So all
Rage.
every.
But that's just that.
Every,
But hold on, I just want to give context, right? And violence has its varying degrees. Violence is violence, yes,
Yeah.
but violence has its varying degrees. Like, as a patriot, somebody in security level comes to me the wrong way, I feel offended and I respond. That is seen as violence within the band. I may be a drunken man or may look drunk or intoxicated, and I may be hopping over the ropes however I feel to. And the security guard comes to me and says, "Break man, what you doing?" and jack me up. And I want to burst. Hey, that may be seen as violence. Because now my friends go on, come up to the security guard because, "Why you attacking me, friend?" And that becomes a whole situation. So there's that. But then there are also other levels of violence.
Okay,
where
so the one that you're talking about, unescapable. What men do, unfortunately,
which is the one that the rebels was the one that get to.
what men does do is they just use crop over to find them ops because they know them outside. The highway allowed the paramedics, the police, and fire agreed that they wanted the highway route so that there could be no outside violence. That was chose. They suggested it. They begged for it because the paramedics, when it's come to especially by Eagle Hall, they cannot get through any of those gaps. Nor the police. They are frightened for people's lives. That is why they like the highway. The highway was chosen to save people that just want to enjoy themselves.
Pause.
Why were
No.
the bands so far apart?
No. We don't. Yeah.
That's a whole different context. That's a whole different conversation.
No.
Yeah,
And
that's the band's fault.
That's their fault.
Not totally, but partially.
That's
Yes.
their
My
fault.
problem here with this is, and understand, I understand that everybody want a safer route, and you can put the quotation marks. The point of Kaduma is community. So for the revelers and also for everybody that point say the road watch nigga, you know,
Yeah,
as long as you
that's
remember.
also true.
That was pretty much what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Yes. So while I agree that there are men who have the view to, all right, everybody outside, this is my time to find my ops. That is a reality. We can't stop people from thinking all this thing. Yes. Here is how what I spoke about, the politics of culture being an issue. What was your reason for Kadooman? Crop over.
The Grand Kaduma. Well,
No, crop over.
The crop meat, literally
the end of the
self-explanatory. Yeah.
sugar crop. I offered it the last seconds.
Celebration.
Celebrating any crop.
The start of crop over was to fuse the agricultural and tourism industry of Barbados, to make it economically better. 51 years ago, that was the intention. And that's what it has
Oh,
sought.
Kaduma or
Crop over.
Okay.
And that's what it sought to be. I don't know who you are or who you're trying to be, but we can't talk right now. It's probably neighbor. I actually have to ask. I gonna ask the neighbor. Neighbor, I hear on the podcast. I can call you back in a minute. I hear on the podcast. Let me call you back. Yeah, the flight's still.
Oh, Pastor, never I was just about to tell you that we got start with podcast this year. Drunk commence so the certain days to start.
Not a free plug. Not me here wearing the things.
Hi.
We are actually in the middle of it. And we here talking about crop over.
Wait, not the fattest beginner. But listen to
Never, pause. Never. Hold on, never, hold on. Let me call you back.
Alright, bye.
Alright, bye. So yeah, that's my neighbor. We actually want to do a podcast. So here's a free shameless plug. I actually want to do a podcast. This flight is really...
It pissed me off.
I want to kill it.
Pissed me off.
I want to kill it more than you want. You guys rush and
Nah, trust me.
You
You could, because then that gives your debut to the camera.
Anybody ever watch Mouse Trap?
Wait, maybe?
I
You
feel
know
like
what? I
it's
can
such a
send nigga
movie
disappear.
that. So, the plot of the movie was there was a mouse in the house, and the fly is over here, darling.
I'm seeing him. He's right
No,
here,
am I-
baby. Oh, sorry. I'm not darling. Sorry.
You could be a darling.
I
You
am
could
a
be
darling.
Somebody's darling, but I meant my darling.
Love that for you.
Who never
trap.
sees mosquitoes or flies when they're right in front of him? Crazy thing.
Mouse trap.
Right. So Mouse Trap, the plot of the movie was there was a mouse in the house and they were they called exterminators to get the mouse out of the house.
Mm-hmm.
And they by the end of the movie the entire house was destroyed. And the mouse was still alive.
I feel like I've watched that movie, and that just...
That was a childhood
That
memory
was
for me.
definitely... That you just unlock some... Because they actually... The mouse literally peeping out the whole...
Yeah,
Like,
uh-huh.
that's the front... Because I watched that on VCR.
VHS.
That one. Because
Uh-huh.
it had to plug it into the VCR. You had to plug it in from the VCR. You had to jet the VHS into the VCR.
But
To watch it
VHS.
on the LED. No, that wasn't an LED.
It was a big
Girl.
boxy TV.
CRT TV. Yeah. Can't throw it to get around.
No, us being all...
yeah, sorry.
No, us being all nostalgic.
Yeah. And they use cheese, they use like
They use everything.
25 million
And then,
mouse traps.
then after that, the mouse just walk away.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Because, you know, y'all
The
just
house was
boring.
gone.
I was like, there's nowhere to rest. I just wanted to rest.
And it
y'all
was
just
like
do
a
the
short
most.
guy and a like taller, skinny
Yes. Similar to like Home Alone
guy. What's
remake.
his name? I could see their faces in front of my eyes.
I could continue to make up over conversation.
Yeah.
I
But
had a
that
couple
mouse
of
trap
ones.
thing. That we brought that up because we were all trying to kill this fly,
Like,
and essentially
he's
what would
not
have happened
between us.
is that we would have destroyed the entire set trying to kill the fly.
Yeah. I
And
can
then
see
he would
that's your
just do it.
perspective. That's like
Yeah.
your overthinking mind going well. Like I see where you went. But yes, we gonna try not to destroy. We will not destroy the set. But just to synopsisize the crop over thought process, that came from branding, as they want to call it, or deciding how to declare. Taking the muffin and calling it a
Cupcake.
cupcake from the Harvest Home, which had in itself a whole cupcake as a muffin thing, because these are the enslaved Africans who are now charged to work for less than nothing, but still choose to hold to their reality and celebrate it while masqueraded. So we play mask. But that's life. But they now have to figure out a way to incorporate what they're doing as who they are for themselves in this society, in this space, in this time that is not what they're accustomed to, but it has its own little trinkets that it can use as relevance. So even with the whole thought process of the Home Harvest Festival, which is really what Crop Over came off of, and every single plantation, because most people don't know that Barbados was covered by 97% sugarcane at one point. Just do the math, just look at the plantation house and the little place around it, and everything else, gully, seashore, everything was pretty much sugarcane. But yeah, so understand that the end of every plantation's crop had a celebration. and they had this process, and so that process in itself was a part of, them here in hardships, them here under false pretenses, them here selling a muffin as a cupcake, however it's sold, because that's really slavery, journey trade, triangle trade. But anyways, excuse me, the idea of they are now choosing to we work, we know how to sow, we know how to reap, we know how to toil in between, and we know to survive after. And I think that it was not just a cultural thing, but a spiritual thing. And I know it's not nothing, but I know it's not just a cultural thing, but a spiritual thing. In that, this is what we do. To get something, you gotta do something. And when you done do what you do and you get what you get, you gotta rest. Like, there's always that cycle of life. So Harvest Home was just their idea of, this is how we do it home. Let me make something for we. Like, we done working, cutting cane. Let me celebrate this here. Let me start fresh. Let me do what we gotta do. Because we know the next couple weeks, months, however long it be this. But come next couple weeks, months thing, we set up yourself in this moment. So that was really the concept of it. But then obviously it becoming a commercial tool, where literally, like, I remember watching this video last year where it says crop over is designed for the agricultural and the tourism sectors to blend, that they both make money. Funnier enough, this lives in my brain, similar to Peppa Pig and Can You Whistle. Arrow Barrow, let me not even be so disrespectful. The right excellent the Honorable Right Excellent Sir Errol Walton Barrow said at one point that there will be a time where not even a blade of sugarcane blows in Barbados. Now let's have a transitional conversation 50 plus years later, when crop over is on not even Spring Garden. What was that? That was the ABC. That was the Arrowbar Highway.
Mm-hmm.
That was the Arrowbar. No. Yeah.
It is. Exactly.
It is the Arrowbar Highway. And to the left, and to the right, because it's between Warrens and Bussa.
Yeah.
And to the left and the right, there were sugarcane fields that we hardly see sugarcane to this day. Sometimes, but it's one of the major traveled roads in Barbados. Granted, that road was sugarcane. But we say, yes, symbolically, highway would be an ideal thing because we run through the cane field. But at the same time, the communities are also the cane field. I feel like there is. I can be ridiculous. Bajans cannot handle the day two. I can be very honest. Bajans cannot handle the day two because Bajans really cannot handle crop over. No.
At all. I agree.
Start there. Two, I believe that if we do a day two, we can do the highway.
Already try a day two.
The day two comes by association because we disrespectfully respectful.
Yeah.
Day two comes by disassociation because we're disrespectfully respectful. The 1st of August is Emancipation Day across the world. Crop over / Kadooment Day is the first Monday of August. If the first Monday is the 1st of August, then that is known as Kadooment Day. And so by honorarium, we celebrate Emancipation Day the 2nd. So we have a day two / public holiday / bank holiday, however you want to call it. So that is every 4 or so years, 7 so years, we get a day two. Because the 1st becomes a Monday, the 1st Monday of August. And so we do still celebrate it because crop over is still in a context emancipation celebrations, but we also give a honorarium as celebration for the 2nd day.
Yeah.
So we have a day two, yes, ever so often. But do day two on the highway? Do the community? The day twos are very.
Yeah,
and let me even. But hold on. No, pause. That is a very private experience.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's understand this. This is not the full understanding of the culture of crop over and understanding the Bajan culture in it. So, I feel like you're talking a lot, but I think that's the reason I hear. But the day two that has been done was, again, a private entity. But understand the concept of a day two. The day two can be, like, I feel the highway is not a bad thing. The highway is hot because it's on asphalt, it's in an open field, there's no shading, no natural way to block the breeze, there's no natural way to block the sun, there's no natural shading, there's hardly any element of that. However, we've done Bridgetown Market, where we have.
What has been happening to Bridgetown Market?
They just don't left them house.
No, it's not just that.
They don't even
It used
understand
to
the
be
reason
such
of
a
Bridgetown Market.
staple, though. I used
Did
to
it?
love going.
Why? Why did you like?
I wanted to
Because
ask
I
that
was a
question.
child and my mommy used to buy
Because
me
you're overstimulated. Our
napkins.
cocomelons.
Yeah.
But no, if you think about it, and you know, this brings me to another point I was talking about with a friend recently. When was the last time you actually had a decent 4-day morning?
Nah, 4-day morning that. 4-day morning.
Hold
is
on.
dead.
Do you know what 4-day morning? And my
That also used to
hot
be
take
way.
with 4-day morning
Market.
day. The minute that the met allow private jumps to happen the same day as 4-day morning,
Yeah.
there was nothing 4-day morning could offer above a private jump. Hold on.
I actually, hold on. For 4-day morning
You in the middle.
and the private jumps, this is genuinely where I am.
Hold on. I get you saying no. You remember when the Army first kind of Barbados? When it was first become a thing? And I always remember it
No,
specifically.
but I remember when they were last year and they last paid me. Before, like, just after the event, and I still waited months for NCF to pay me for other things that happened earlier.
Right.
So,
This is why I stand in defense, because you don't support our own. A whole event named Rise Barbados. But the Bajans can't perform on a 40-foot stage.
Yeah.
We need you to help us create an audience that would like a Barbadian performer.
Let me finish before I
let
quit. Let me get back there.
But so I remember back when
We Bajan.
this back when we were younger, when it first come, everybody was like, "Yo, that's so cool." But it was 4-day morning. It was one day. It was Caesar's Army was one day, and then 4 days was the next. So a man was going from Caesar's
From Juve to Juve.
Juve, going to a morning breakfast party, into an evening party, into 40. That was back when Survive the Weekend was a thing, because everybody was collecting the bands.
Oh, it's so glad the bands.
But remember, it's not as much. I tell you, it's not as much PS now as it was when it first started.
Oh, if you don't know, pace is always pace, my friend. Like crop over, like like right now, every day of the week, we are in the end of June. Pause. Before we got to the middle of June, there were 2 events on a Sunday night outside of major regular promotions.
Yeah.
There was at least 1 to 3 soca parties on a Monday. I know of 3 soca parties on a Tuesday. I mean, we know the staple soca state of mind, big up salt all the time. But we know the staple soca state of mind, but there are also other soca events on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Recently, only soca has picked up. Big itself there, Kimani. But recently, only soca has picked up. But there are also other soca events on Thursdays.
Yeah.
Friday, well, there used to be the last few years. It was Junction. Big up, Sims and yourself and Ray. But they have taken a different perspective. But now there's soca gardens. There's soca and rum. Big up Marsville yourself. Big up Hachi yourself and now soca gardens. There's another one down in the Gap that I can't remember what name. Like brother, in the Gap, brother.
You see, no, this is my problem.
Fever Fridays, I think it wait near.
The only know that I know pop up, like I know all the rest of the events.
And then,
the
like,
only that recently pop up, I know about Sugar Sundays. And I was just like,
Sugar Sundays is 10 years old, my friend.
Yeah.
what?
Sugar Sundays all. Sugar Sundays.
Brother, the last thing you hear about Sugar Sundays is when I had Sugar Sundays. You know when?
Are you wobble?
Nah, you remember at a point when it was at NCC when COVID was
It's
big.
still at NCC, my guy.
Yeah.
I went to one at NCC and the man was like, "Oh, this is the first one we do at NCC." I never.
And
heard about
it's
it again,
not
no.
moved.
I didn't hear about it again, and that was you know when they had
That was 2022?
yes,
Hasn't moved.
brother. I have not heard.
I
of
sit on my bed. If I don't left home, I hear soca, Sugar Sundays, Fun Sunday from NCC car park
Crazy.
every Sunday. I mean, Kings and Queens has drawn it off, but something. But yeah. So I mean, crop over is pace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is peace, and I think that that's part and the lacking of what NCC has done, because they have not NCC, NCF. Never hire me again if you don't want. Hire me again, but I don't care. Was for me, for me. But NCF does be bare shitty on them context. Like I mean, it is so political. It is scarily political. How our culture is governed by the dollar of the ruling mass, of the ruling party, of the ruling mass. Because the culture, the community is supposed to be the ruling mass for our culture. Yes, politics is part of a societal's identity. We are supposed to be democratic. I cannot even open my mouth on that one. But our culture is supposed to be able to be unscathed, regardless of whether it is 16 to 14 or 30 love. Our culture is supposed to carry on as a continuance, as an identity, because depending on who you interact with, depending on where you are, depending on who you context of whoever it is, your conversation with somebody or your interaction with somebody will always vary. How you present yourself, how you respond, what you respond to, what you don't respond to, all of these things. Your subconscious responses, how your face acts, how your body acts, all of these things. Yes, that is a reality of interaction. But I do not think culture should be so heavily polarized on politics.
Here, Tom. They just do not like their culture.
They just.
I don't know a single.
Let's rephrase that. Let's rephrase that. Because
Yeah. Like yeah.
brother, like I just.
I think no.
Here,
Hold on.
wait. I don't know a single girl my age that can do cuckoo. Not one.
Stop.
My age.
Hold on. This is
I
that
can.
could do cuckoo.
My arm
Andre,
just can't handle it.
I can ask you a better
Let me
question.
just say that.
I love that you don't get here.
Huh?
I love that you get here.
I just had to say it so because
She
I
can
learned
cook
how
cuckoo.
to do it.
She just get tired quick.
But no.
We
My
not
house,
gonna tell you
my house
culture?
still got wooden spoons here.
No wooden spoons. You are being disrespectful.
Yeah.
It's called a cuckoo spoon.
Cuckoo stick.
Cuckoo
It's
stick, sorry, not even
just-
spoon. Got me talking
The
madness.
other day I was stirring.
Wooden spoons
The
are
other
not
day-
cuckoo sticks.
The other day I was stirring mashed potatoes and I was like, I am weak. What is
Why
this?
are you stirring mashed potatoes as opposed to mashing mashed potatoes?
No, you know about
Because
Let me not. Nah, just stop. Let me stop where we ahead.
Alright.
Are
because
we ahead?
it just
No,
needed
I
a
wasn't
little whip up,
This
a
is the
little
problem
stir,
that you can find.
and I was like, damn,
Wait,
I ain't got no biceps.
globalization, and this is
Globalization.
when we was younger growing up.
Mm-hmm.
What we used to idolize initially. I want to think was like
Father, that just
objectively.
sent me back.
It can be
I'm sorry.
the bigger cultures.
Not as big culture. Like for example, when we was still little, we're saying
Guys, I would like to pause for an anecdote. When I was 11 or 12, every single Saturday, my dad brought me and my sister here to eat cuckoo and fish, and every single Sunday for rice and peas.
I'm real sorry that Granny here to make me some cuckoo. No.
yeah.
Every single weekend.
I just want
we would
to say publicly
That was
that
my
is my
childhood.
intention within the next, before crop over, to learn to make cuckoo.
It was not. It was without fail.
Like I
She
have the
would be
concept.
out
I could
there,
cook, but
and she
Yeah.
would. So I know how she would do it because I haven't done it in such a long time. The cleaning flying fish, she showed me how to do it, and
on a random, want to know how much flying fish selling for nowadays?
Oh, let me
Let me not talk
Oh,
about
no, sorry. So cleaning flying fish. Continue.
Nah, boy. At this point, we might go out and invade Trinidad.
I just
On a
loved
real.
how she used to stuff it essentially with seasoning. It was stuff. That's like it wasn't.
It wasn't stuffed. It was
but
seasoned.
It was stuff.
It was seasoned.
And then the crunch. Woo!
This was fried flying fish.
Yeah.
But then she would also do a gravy that had in a different flying fish, so that it was still flying fish gravy to put on.
Yeah.
Woo!
It does like the
The little roll up. Yes, the little
So
roll up.
whenever I got flying fish,
You roll up flying
roll
fish
up.
so don't ask
gravy.
where I thought when you had said it was stuff because
We're rolling.
That was
You can stuff it.
because it's
But no,
you just like lace it
And
and
then
then
roll it.
roll
Yeah.
it,
Yeah,
and then just put
yeah.
it to steam or
Just fry it, my friend. We mean steam. No,
No.
sorry. So no, you
Gravy,
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 steam it.
gravy.
Yes, you're right.
Gravy.
No, your steam is true.
No,
I just like my flying fish for
Boy.
a cool steam. I just
No.
like my steam fish.
we run back to the
Sweet.
Sorry. That had me, because I was like, ooh, memory unlocked.
So we jump back
Right.
to globalization.
Globalization.
This is saying that I also noticed because, like, for example, I prefer Japanese.
Anything
Globalization.
has changed. It is because
We took a
things
break.
died. We took a little break.
We had to realign our
We're
chickens.
back.
I mean our ducks.
The ducks and the chickens, knowing, bro.
Resume. Jarrett is going off.
Globalization.
Right. So we look at globalization from a certain perspective. Part of our culture was very much based on us,
Little England. Being Little
us
England.
being under the queen or whatever. No, remember we were, and this is that I also talked about my boss who's Polish, and I started to realize a lot of cultures that were once under the queen or etc.
I'm listening.
All have this.
I'm intrigued.
One given conundrum. One, we all drink a lot.
Mm.
Two, as time progresses, the culture that was
Predominant.
fostered during that time eventually erodes away because of knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
So the more you get to see the outside world, the more you get to learn about
Other aesthetics.
cultures,
Mm-hmm.
you start to resonate more with
Other
what
things than are
that
your
was local.
current space. Got you.
Correct. So now let's look at Barbados, who is now going through this because realistically, it's a very recent shift. It's not as old as it seems.
I'm listening.
It's more of a millennial thing versus.
Yeah, they fall in our demographic.
That's the great thing about it. My mother was
Holding out. My
my mother
mother.
still like do put in her soul sign, could still do cuckoo and stuff, and that's like a 20
I get you.
year old job.
Yeah, the
It's actually, dare I say, it's roughly about 40 years. That's a generation.
yeah.
A generation is considered 40 years. So
Well, halfway through that last generation of ours.
you can ask 40 years if they can actually make cuckoo.
Yeah,
You'd be surprised.
Well, true. For the survey.
The reason why I don't have that in me, I watched my grandmother do the fish. I could do the fish. I've essentially watched her do cuckoo, but I was too young to do it.
To understand it.
My mom is not Bajan,
Mm.
so she didn't have those Bajan qualities to pass down to me. My dad is Bajan
So he did his best to involve you in the culture that he could.
from my grandmother, but
Which is
he
his
didn't
mother.
do it himself.
Because that's still a societal Bajan thing. But yeah.
Yeah,
But I think overall, it would not matter if your mother was Bajan or not.
Are they?
it would have
Partially.
because he taught me how to do bakes.
But no.
Like
I get-
Partially
so that
because
I would be able
women,
to.
mothers usually teach a woman, or mothers usually teach the female how to cook. The daughters how to cook.
Yeah.
Or they not even teach them, they watch. The daughters would watch.
So that
Or
you
say, look,
learn.
go and do that there.
But once again,
And-
my first point was what? I don't know a single woman my age. Not a single one. I don't know a single woman my age that still it's still passed on and everything.
Or-
They choose.
But-
This goes back to a statement that I say earlier, just before we continue
Was it
globalization.
passed on before?
We become so smart for ourselves, we become stupid.
Yeah.
Exactly. So globalization, part of the problem. Second part of the problem, how many people actually like to breeze it? How many grandmothers still exist that passing on traditions? And
Like
it's
I
not-
said, mine was stubborn. She lived to 101, so
But
that's
no,
why it was
that's
still there
you.
for me.
You
Right,
just-
that's why I'm saying I'm an outlier because for me, I still had it for a very long time.
A longer time than
my
others.
Yeah.
My grandmother died when I was 13. And that was the last grandmother I had. So it's like, and I know a lot more of my friends that their grandmothers are more like younger adults because,
In the 60s, 50s even.
exactly, because my mother is 70s. I am an outlier in that
My
case.
grandmother's the 50s? Me, they are. Hey,
Yeah, we in that time.
morning, Miss Granny, also pretty. Miss.
So,
Different
we
song
have
mix
a
up.
whole bunch of factors that lead into this. You got globalization, our inherent culture has eroded away to a point. And the other problem then, we hit the politics now. How much actual cultural programming do we actually pump to children, or
There are
even
few.
history early enough.
Okay, I can say this. We, and I can say it to everybody, we don't care. I can ask any person we is really about voting. They do not give a shit.
What?
They don't care about the simplest things of understanding why it is important about us.
So again,
It's
and
not
do you understand
necessarily.
why?
Yes.
Because we are no longer a nation that only has to care about us. A lot of the I'm speaking from myself too, you know.
Yeah.
What news do I watch majority? Like international news, because
International news.
in reality, what happened in home is one part of the problem. We got worried about what happened here, what happened across there, and what happened everywhere.
Because like everybody saying, we are educated. We educated enough to be complacent. We know enough now about the world to be able to say, oh, I could choose this, or I like this, or I believe that because I am smart enough. I deserve this.
I want to ask you a question.
Mixing something with a wooden spoon.
I want to ask you a question.
NutriBullet.
I want to ask you a question. I forget a question.
So let me insert my little
Go.
tidbit on that.
Because you said something.
I
Think of it.
feel I might be an outlier in what I'm about to say.
I wasn't a lawyer.
I am, aren't I? I feel like we're so overwhelmed, and I'm usually so overwhelmed and also told that my opinion doesn't matter, that's why I don't care.
But that's but you know what, outlier? That's everybody.
That's
That's what I'm trying to say. There's no.
So it's
that
not
is why we are
necessarily that you
everything
don't
wrong.
care. It's that you've been told it doesn't matter if you care.
All right, so let me have a very.
But you understand the difference of what I just said? It doesn't matter. So like, why should I
Fundamentally,
go
I
and
understand
vote if it doesn't matter? Like, even if I vote for the person that I think should be the person that is in, y'all can still do whatever you feel like doing, regardless of what I say. I could, like, even with the American system, how when Hillary was against Trump or whatever, and she got like the people's vote or whatever, or however that was, I don't fully understand. Blah blah blah.
Electoral college.
Yeah.
Stupid.
But
Yeah,
then
that's
the electoral
Go.
college voted for him, and it was like, so he got in. It didn't matter what anybody else did.
right.
He got in.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like, okay, so why would it matter? You have now shown me that I've put so much work, I put so much effort, I've put my heart and soul into this, and I voted.
Mm-hmm.
Hypothetically.
In that context, not
And-
that person,
Now
because it's what the system shows them.
I have to deal right now with a convicted felon because of
Double impeached, multiple convicted president of the United States, felon. Sorry, felon president of the United States.
42 counts.
But then they want to talk about illegal things. I love the TikTok that's like, you can't talk about what's illegal. You voted for a felon.
You mean the
They
pot
made
calling
it
kettle black?
into- Yeah, they
You mean the
made
Bajans
they
and
made it
pot-
into a song. No, like there was a girl,
Overall,
that was yelling, you literally cannot talk about what's illegal when you voted for a felon, and then they put it into like a dubstep type.
I love
thing.
that. I love that.
I
thing
was
for
like,
them.
yeah.
So I got 2 points I want to bring up, and it kind of brings up everything together. Do we understand the purpose of the government?
Nope. We're not educated on it.
Are we not educated, or we
We're not
choose to
educated on it.
not be
No,
educated?
No. I can stand on this hill. No, because from a young age we are not taught a lot of things, and we are just pushed to go along with a lot of things, and then we choose to not be educated. There's a point where we're literally just being told to cover your eyes.
So my
look a
question,
different
so
way,
my
and
question
then
goes
we
again.
choose that.
So is it that we are educated about the political system, or we are not educated?
We're
about
not told how it works. So then when you get to the age where it matters, I now have to do so much work to figure it out, and then also be told at the same time it don't matter. So why would I put the effort to figure out how it works?
No, the funny, no, my thought process on that is, from my limited gathering,
I'm being devil's advocate, guys.
please be. I mean, I left-handed, so they say,
Which?
oh, the devil is there, right? So go ahead on my behalf. But even with the fact that, yes, we do not understand. I will say, we do not even understand, but fully exercise the ability of what the Barbadian government really means. And
We need to protest a lot more.
I mean, we don't need to protest a lot more.
We do, though.
We don't necessarily need to protest. We just need to know how to respond,
I can give an example.
or how to not have to respond.
I can give a good example of
Trinidadians love a
globalization
protest.
and people understanding.
But we can get there too.
This is the easiest thing. This is some of the easiest stuff. When somebody can tell me anything about, I remember having a conversation with somebody like, no, jaywalking
Who?
doesn't exist in Barbados.
Oh, jaywalking. I thought it was talking about a person.
When a certain person, in order to get a song pushed out, their name of their song, shout out to the guy, but I mean still, it hurt me. The song this year, 911, does not exist in Barbados.
It does actually. If you call it, you would get to 211.
International thing, you can get through and then rewrote you
Right.
back to thing. We have laws in Barbados.
I also want Shorty to write that song. I know who write that song, even though the boy say it, but big up you, brother. You large out there.
Barbados, we have concepts.
I want to be the next
that
Soca
are-
King. I want to be the next Bashment Soca
You
King.
should be. You should be.
Next
But we
Bashment Soca
have
King.
concepts
They ain't got
that
that
have
more?
nothing
I
to
actually
do-
listened to your song this morning, and I wondered why they didn't do 211. Like, why it was.
Because technically 911, because how
It's an internationally understanding. It's an internationally understanding number.
But
So it sends you to the
UK
first
is
emergency
999.
response.
The UK is 999.
Yeah,
But even if you go to UK, you tell 911, it takes you to 911. It directly it's a globalized situation where that code takes you directly to the first emergency response system within the land.
Yeah.
it'll be a little delayed, but.
But again, if you have to translate from 911 to 211, from 911 to 999, like however you have to relate, yeah.
Because of us, we have three. We got 911.
We don't have
211.
211, 311, 511.
Right. And the problem is that, like, as long as we call it
But funny enough, 511 don't really work because there's no longer a national ambulance service.
You can still call it, but yeah.
Yeah.
And you still got to pay for your ambulance.
Yeah. But it's saying that we
Yeah,
have
but
people that does.
Do you think ambulances are free? Hold on. Do you think
I
ambulances?
know that ambulances are not free, but pay for an ambulance. The American in me says you can send that information to my non-existent insurance, and then I get to be like, HIPAA violation.
I should say you should send that to my VAT and my taxes, and then
Send it anywhere else. HIPAA violation.
There's
I ain't
no-
gonna pay for
There's
nothing.
there's no hip in Barbados.
Did you not just hear
This
me
is American
say
in her.
the American in me?
Oh, so don't say, like, we ain't gonna hip.
But if you want to get to the hospital,
Yo,
you
you
better
know
find a
what's
friend
actually crazy?
that going that side and got gas in the car, because your ambulance may not get there till tomorrow.
That's actually another thing, like, as you were saying, that people don't understand.
Actually, that's not true. I mean, bigger the ambulance service because they do work hard. I am not knocking them, but the city, they
don't have
there are flaws in everything. They're over and understimulated
So why
things.
don't we teach our children how to be AMTs? Why everybody want to be a damn doctor?
Let's go to my second point.
That's the point.
Let's go to my second point.
Wait, I still ain't finished one about
Jeez.
everybody.
911. 9FX. No, I want you to go.
Everybody.
Go 911. The pussy get licked down.
About Barbados. Like the simplest thing.
You need mouth to mouth resuscitation.
We own laws are easily known. Like it is not hard to know that jaywalking is not a crime. It is not hard to know all these things, but when you watch
Jaywalking is a crime in context.
when you watch CSI Miami, when you
I
watch
mean-
every single
Depending where you talk to where you are.
when you watch every single last thing that
I see him
doesn't
again.
come from Barbados, guess what? You can assume that that's applied for we too.
I feel as though jaywalking shouldn't be a crime because Americans can skin you up on the road anyway. They can kill you anyway, so you're not gonna get charged.
I want to be very.
No. Jaywalking is a crime that came from early
You are going to pass away anyway.
I want to right. I want to interject something that is very not on point but very relevant. Why was the statue of Admiral Lord Nelson in Barbados? Pardon. I mean, I call it what it is, as I understand it. But why was he placed in Bridgetown?
I remember this. How we do it in history.
Why was he placed in Bridgetown?
Why do we learn history?
Because
Why are we not learning taxes?
We
Why are we
learn
not
history
learning-
so we could do the same stupidness and say, oh shoot, why didn't know that?
Why do we not learn taxes? Why do we not learn how to
Realistically,
fill
Barbara,
out an application? Why do we
Technically,
not learn how to do interviews?
Some of
Why
those
do we
things
not?
are in there, but
Yeah,
some.
some of those things are in there.
No,
Be at the top.
not it is not widespread enough for you to be like, oh yeah, that's a class. If all you do
Hold on. Let's go back to Cocomelon, because your niece has to be captured and captivated for however long you can. So you send everything to them, and whatever sticks. In the same way as people, when we are sent into the educational system in Barbados, they send everything at you, and whatever sticks. And even if it sticks for 2 years, no, this is why we don't have taxes and all these other. This is part of the reason in my brain for why we don't have taxes in the primary school context like that. Like, and it's not even the concept of taxes; it's the concept of understanding human interaction from elementary stages,
sending
fundamental
people outside
stages.
to fail.
Yeah, okay. So we see this as we are sending people outside to fail.
We leave them at 16 and say, oh, you're finished school, go on. We have set them up to, you're not mature enough to go into BCC.
What's the reason for school?
So half of the people don't even get, no, emotionally mature. Don't even look at me. You are literally not. Your brain is not developed. From a psychological standpoint, you are not developed enough to be done school, to not have that structure anymore, to then say, oh, I'm going to go into a university setting at 16 years old, where you are then told that you have to be teaching yourself to then go and be an adult. You are not old enough to be doing that. If your brain does not even form properly until you are 25, why on God's green earth, 10 years before that, would you tell me I have to go and get a job and be a part of society? How does that make sense? It doesn't make any sense. So, that's getting me so hyped. That don't make no sense.
Mind you, I caught my head by a ring.
Politics.
Hold on, I caught my head.
Exactly.
Politics, dog.
And that's the issue. And it's all
I got a
about
little bit
everything
too
that
upset
you're
there.
saying. Like
You said what you needed
I
to.
got a little bit too upset.
Everything that you are saying, but you can't. But the issue now.
Don't
is
be a
that you
little
can't
upset. Be
say-
very upset.
You can't
You're
say
so
things
pissed.
and then not say, and then say that you don't understand politics. Because
I never said I don't
but no, I mean,
understand.
as devil advocate, people that say like these very, very eloquent things, and then they do not vote. They do not take.
You think that can change anything? If I,
Yes.
it's not changing it though,
No,
because y'all are still not teaching them
Stop,
anything.
stop.
You're not even teaching them how to emotionally regulate.
Stop.
The fact that I'm a psychologist and I can't even get into the
Stop.
schools to teach these people anything. Y'all don't even know, like the fact that you're a 2-year-old and you're having a temper tantrum. If I was there to help teach you, if I was there to help educate these parents who are just chucking out babies because they do not know how to do any better. Bajans are so stuck in the fact that psychology is for crazy people. You if you need the psychology, you gotta be at the psychiatric hospital. Y'all are not implementing it into the school system, in primary school, in secondary school, and anything. And that's why children is one be cutting up themselves and then coming to me and being like, oh, I can be
don't make a
having
difference.
sex. I can be
It don't
cutting
matter.
myself.
It don't
I can
matter.
be doing
It don't
drugs.
matter.
I can do whatever.
matter.
Y'all not do any
don't matter.
preventative measures. They
It
send
don't
them to
matter.
me and then be like, oh,
But it
I'm
don't
trying to
matter.
get this person to not end up in jail. How
It
you
don't
mean?
matter.
How you mean?
So
At
let
30,
me-
you already done.
Let me explain politics for the layman then. If politics didn't work, we would have had, as my man said, the right excellent with the right.
The honorable.
Primary school, guys.
Sir Errol Walton
Errol.
Errol.
E-R-R-O.
Sorry.
Enunciate.
Enunciate. Errol.
Don't let me butcher the great man. We would not have had him.
Mm-hmm.
Our foreparents made the conscious decision that we take for granted right now
Mm-hmm.
to make a a little seed and expand
To-
it.
to-
It
to-
doesn't
to get
start-
their
it does
investment.
we do not benefit from the decisions that we make right now.
The butterfly effect.
It takes years.
The butterfly
That's
effect.
That is what politics is. Our parents fucked up. Simple as that. If you had more than 5 times, if you had 25 years to vote, it's 5 times. Barbados is 5. People forget that. I think it's 4. Barbados is every 5 years. If you vote 5 times, you are the reason that we are fucked up. If you vote no, our children.
What time it start? What not? What time it start? What not? What time? What age? 18?
18. You can do everything at 16 except vote in Barbados.
I was just trying to figure out.
Yeah. You might
So
go.
are
Let me finish.
I only got about 3 or so,
We as people
maybe
say
4
that
on the
politics don't change nothing. The reason my mother had the choice. I didn't show up my mother and my grandmother. They fucked up. They had the choice.
I love that you
to
can shut them out
choose-
and tell them to fuck up
to
too.
choose source of work here. They had the opportunity to, and they chose that they wanted to go down a road that was for lawyers and doctors. That is what they chose.
Yeah.
I right now would like to choose for mental health, but it will not affect me. So people don't say nothing about.
When it's-
oh,
when
I
you say we don't
literally
know-
have a book that I want to have published. It write,
Do it.
it edit. No. The publishers don't want it.
once
They
again,
don't want it.
Then just
I'm gonna
find out.
self-publish.
Right, yeah, okay, good.
But
Thanks.
Yes,
Cause-
yes,
it is-
fuck.
it-
Because we not educated.
I'm not even trying to do it as a gas myself up thing. I realized from a long time it didn't have it. But the thing is, it teaches you about sex. It teaches you about identity. It teaches you about emotions. It teaches you about so many things. There's now one other place that is trying to do a similar thing to what I was doing. But I brought it to people and it just nobody is saying
Once
nothing.
again,
And
do
it's just
not-
like
do not tell me that voting or politics does not change anything.
even if
When
I sell the book,
everybody-
but even if I sell the book, it's still not gonna end up in schools.
You are not going to, because you are not going to have a direct effect. It's going to take 27 years. And people don't want to do
And
that. Everybody
that's-
want money now because
Exactly.
of capitalism.
Hold on. And
We are socialists.
I ain't care about the money. I ain't care about the money.
Someone,
We
you're
are-
looking at it from our perspective. The publishers are yo.
The people need it. They need it.
we are
The
a
children
socialist
literally need it.
We are
the
a
information that is in that book.
socialist
Like
country.
I have the same person like that has come to me. Don't know about STDs, but gonna be at school doing things,
Talking about the newest positions.
and it's just like.
I just mean.
But then
whistling
parents,
kitty.
but then parents.
Ah!
And call out the parents.
See later,
Just be
Ford,
like,
Spider-Man back
oh
shot.
no, I don't want you to teach my child about this. I don't want this to be happening in
Hey,
schools
lipum
and blah blah
baby.
blah blah. It's a parent's responsibility to teach. If you're not
Hey,
teaching
lipum
them,
baby.
you're gonna learn it somewhere.
So once again,
Pick shit. You
That
should rock
is
a bike
who-
cradle.
we had
Does she feel it? Oh, does she
our
feel it?
parents had an opportunity.
Be so serious.
It doesn't matter though. That's
It
what they say.
doesn't.
At the end of the
It
day.
doesn't matter.
So question. This is exactly what politics were. Look at Barbados.
I am so serious on the matter by the way. Just
I love that we're just yelling at each other.
he's really yelling. I'm
Right?
sorry.
We parents had opportunity. Look at Barbados compared to every other place. We
Oh,
got
sweetheart.
roads that
Stop
does
it.
lead everywhere.
Mhm.
We chose infrastructure development.
Mhm.
We chose economic development. We chose all of that. What we did not choose when we voted was mental health. We as a people know have the opportunity to change that. And if you dare say that you are not voting, you're
I want-
fucking up my children.
I want
And
go
as
back. I want
simple as that.
go
Anybody that say
I want
fucking up my children because you have the opportunity right now to stop it. Yes, please.
That was all fuck up because I say really can do it, but I get do a little bit and Peppa Pig sister can whistle. So why was Nelson in the middle of Broad Street again?
Yeah, to show them dick.
Who's dick?
England.
Ha! You're wrong. Actually, if you actually do the research, Lord Nelson was established in Trafalgar Square, as we used to call it in Barbados, 8 years before the column in England. Because the Bajan plantocracy, who were the people that were responsible for the imprisoned English people. So you were Barbados, which means you were either sent to do indentured servitude either in Barbados or Australia. So you were sent here to pay off your servitude, but then also the cupcake muffin situation where slavery was sold to the Africans as, you know, pay off your debts to be going towards better lands. All of that came about, and the Barbadian plantocracy was one of the most powerful pieces within that sector in that time, to the point that it said that all of the English speaking enslaved Africans would have passed through Barbados, and they would have docked in Carlisle Bay and then sent from Barbados to the rest of the Caribbean, because it was the first and easiest point to stop. And so what they did is they kept all of the more calm, reserved, docile, not so up in arms and fighty passionate people here in the land of Los Barbados, as they called it. And then they took the rest throughout the Caribbeans, however you want to enunciate it. And so that's why you see the Jamaicans and the Haitians and those people down there real strong and a lot more fighter and more passionate, because those are the ones that could last a longer journey across the seas. So all of that is part of the socio-economic reality and the temperature of Barbados' culture. No, the issue is the Barbadian plantocracy decided to say, fuck you, England. We are going to say that even though Lord Nelson does not want to come to Barbados because he thinks we are too flamboyant for ourselves, we spend too much money, we are too lavish. Lord Nelson came to Barbados once and never came back. And so as a fuck you to England, Barbadian plantocracy say, let's make Lord Nelson a hero. To this day we have Hero Square, which now holds 11 of our national heroes. But the Bajans, by context, chose Nelson as a hero first. That is a very controversial statement because his philosophies on life were not the ideal. But the Bajan populace, the one that controlled how Barbadians thought, also for governance and power, because, you know, if you got a man that is the part of whole civil trade and that kind of stuff, him looking over all of the enslaved people, then obviously he will gives a level of dominance. So yes, all of their, you know, why am I giving you a muffin / cupcake? Let's start by there. So the Barbadian plantocracy decided to say, fuck you, England, let's call this man a hero even though he doesn't like us. And then England was shamed into making the Trafalgar Square that they have today, which we touched on a few years ago. But yeah, so I say that to say, like, the politics is not a case of we don't have a story, because we have a story. We have a immaculate story.
If you just, once again, if you actually look,
if you actually care to care,
if people care to care, but
if you care to care, and the thing about it is, I feel like we have to remember that we are in a society where we are coming off of the tail end of a letter published over 300 years ago called How to Make a Slave. I mean, it said it was fake, it said it was makeshift, it said it was just a thought process. But the context is really, the letter says, let's divide them.
Yeah.
The house slaves against the field slaves. The light-skinned slaves against the actually, let's start by gender. Males against females. Actually, no, he started with age. And he said the only reason he started with age is because it starts with A. Otherwise, he would have started with more important things. But let's divide them by age. The old men versus the young men. The old women versus the young women. Let's divide them by male and female. Let's divide them by how cold they are. Let's divide them where they come from, whether country or town. Let's make them individual and break them down to the point that they only see us as irrelevant authority.
That can be controversial.
Go.
About how Barbados.
Pause this one just before you say. The letter also says that unless affected by a phenomenon, this will rotate on its own axis for over 300 years. Go.
So, once again, globalization and politics.
I want to be real and stupid at this conversation by listening.
I'm not understanding it. Hey, so it's like, we vote for who we vote for to everything.
I appreciate Auntie Mia.
Barbados came off the back of slavery.
Most of the West
So after we stop it, you didn't get a shit about anything other from building
Northwest.
yourself up. And people don't understand what that actually means about building ourselves up. So now we just see other like, so we just see like, they call it racist. We just see whites. How they act and behave and what they say and what they do.
A foolish question. Just to really put some spokes. Do you know where the term race came from?
From where?
The Royal African Company. The Royal African Company was established in Barbados in the 80s, 1700s. And they were the ones who were responsible for recording the slaves. And so they documented whether they were African, Moorish, wherever they came from. And so shout out the Moors. But so to make things simple, they decided to say black or white, colored or white.
So for those who don't know about
The Royal African Company. That's a whole different context. But let's talk about where the terminology of race come from. The Royal African Company, which had its office in Bridgetown, was actually involved in the context of what was considered black or white. And so the context of race, RAC.
start basically in Barbados. Good job, Barbados. Once again. Hello, people.
But we don't have a history, we don't have culture.
Yeah, once again, we don't got one here. And that's it. So we choose people. We fight and we choose people. And we fight as much as we could. As we have riots for the first
Riots in the land, riots in the
We
land.
don't do anymore because
Riots.
You definitely
as we always call it, as we as black people look at everybody else, we just say stuff like, man, feminism, man, sex, man.
I want to be really
All
honest.
these things that
As a very intellectually stimulated person, I do not understand the bona fide context of the word globalization. Can you give me an Oxford dictionary meaning?
when you look at everybody else,
Because we stop, globalization. What the fuck is globalization for
look
true?
at everybody in the globe,
Like, I don't understand it, but
and you just try to pick at things that you think good and not realize any context that might not be good for you thing. So basically, yeah.
oh, you mean like how?
globalization for you.
Oh, you mean like how the Barbadian plant dog say, oh, wanna take one a bad? Well, let me met somebody, don't know, like we a hero and let one met one a bad.
Yeah, and then also, like right now, Barbados say that we can make skyscrapers. Like it don't fit. Like it doesn't necessarily fit.
Why we
Our geographical
Because people might
dispensation.
say skyscrapers can increase the amount of people that you can place in, so it will give housing. Somebody might say you can build a skyscraper so that it got more housing. But then, so if you vote for somebody that say, yeah, we want more housing, we can build skyscrapers, and you in this time want more housing, you can vote for that person. Not understanding that in the next 20, 30 years, after all the waiting and after everything done, we lose tourists and we lose money.
I want to hear it though. Pause.
The
Go.
intrusive thought. My brain just associates skyscrapers with 9/11.
Mine associated with earthquakes and natural disasters as a factor because we are in Barbados. Well, we don't have many earthquakes or hurricanes.
The last time we got earthquake, little houses was just going.
As they should. As they should.
And we didn't even have an earthquake. It was an earth tremor.
Yeah.
Just for
Listen to me.
geographical.
Quake.
Sis, I remember the very first major one that Barbados felt in the most recent time.
When I'm telling the story,
Where was this?
it was a category 5
Where was this?
earthquake.
Where was this?
Uncapped.
How old were you, may I ask? Because you were 16 when you stopped drinking rum. How old were you then?
Jared, did you hear when I'm telling the story?
It's her story. I'm just trying to figure out
It's
when.
my story.
When was it?
When I was 11. Is it the one that I was talking about? That's not the last one. That's what I was talking about.
Okay. I feel like that was probably.
I was at school
How,
when that happened. And the whole hall just went. I'm 28. I'm about to be 29. It was in
so you're
Harzagot.
8 years younger than me.
Harzagot.
Yeah. So that was the one I experienced at BCC. I was at BCC at that point. I was sitting on my vehicle and the vehicle just started to shake. And I was like, I was sitting on my dead girlfriend. I was like, why are you shaking the car? She was like, I ain't shaking the
All
car. Why
I
are you shaking
heard
the car? I was
was
like, why are you
dead
shaking the car?
girlfriend, that you were sitting with your dead girl.
Then.
I heard dead.
Enunciation.
And I said, wow.
She ain't dead. She's still alive and well. Ex, I actually don't think I have bad. Different conversation. Bad exes, but different conversation.
Ooh, to end off, because we're not going to end on a hot topic. No, we're going to end on a hot topic, but we're not going to end on that hot topic about globalization.
But we're back on globalization. Sorry, I am such.
No, we need to cut it off because we will talk.
We done on globalization?
Forever.
Okay, sorry, we're on a hot topic. Hot topic. Go.
So, this morning, I received a message, random message, on WhatsApp. It was somebody trying to send me something that I would have had to download. I don't do that. So I sent the person, ? And they responded, oh, somebody sent me the wrong WhatsApp number. I said, thumbs up. The next thing out of this
person's thumbs.
Was, oh, but you're really pretty though. You're really beautiful though. Block and delete. Excuse me. Y'all really need to stop. Men out there.
Who said it was a man?
It was a man. Y'all really need to stop. Control yourselves. You have the wrong number and you're already gonna try to gas. Like I knew where the conversation was going, and that's not to gas myself up and be like, you don't even know me. I could be a serial killer.
You technically are a serial killer in your own brain because you've confirmed it to yourself enough. Like, I could be. So, if I really made the effort.
No, I have to try hard enough to not be a serial killer.
That's why you are. So, you're stopping yourself from. So it's like, we need to understand that.
I have a few screws loose. You don't know that, but you're already ready to shoot your shot. On my WhatsApp, I can't even say in my DM, on my WhatsApp, on my good WhatsApp, this morning, you decided you're going to try to shoot your shot. Excuse me, sir, please leave me alone. Why are you harassing me? I didn't even meet you in public for you to be harassing me. You came into my space, and now you are harassing me for what? Men are so bold.
The audacity. Okay, so answer me this. Let's do another another role play, but differently, not Pepper and Susie, but you are you and I am this random messenger.
My phone's over there.
Yeah, that's right. I just say sends message. Boop. You respond with the question mark. Bloop. Somebody send me this, so I just send it to you. You respond. Bloop.
That was me doing the thumbs up on the phone, guys. Sit.
Right. Okay.
You had to go into you had to go in, click the picture to see what I look like.
I mean, I will check to see who I'm conversing with. So I check to see.
So you didn't do that before you sent me something?
I just got a number. I sent it to the number that I got on my phone. I don't know how the number is saved in my phone. So let's even start that process.
So you didn't. No. We were not saved. Not saved. You got a number. You didn't say it to yourself.
But you gotta save it before you send.
No.
You don't actually, because you can, if you send as a contact, you can open and send message to as opposed to contacting and saving.
You didn't say it to yourself. Okay, I got this number. Just this number from this person, and I was told that this is X. You didn't say, okay, let me confirm that this is X. What if it was a inappropriate picture? You just decided to send it.
So social media, I mean, granted, I told a whole story about my.
That has happened to me before. A man has called my phone, and the first I answered, this is why you don't answer calls. It was a video call, ding-a-ling. I said, wow. Crazy.
If I don't know you, I'm not just answering a video call. Regardless of who you are, regardless of what is going on in my life, if I don't know you.
It was my work phone, and I didn't realize that it was a video call. I thought it was just like a voice call. And then, because it wasn't like showing up. I don't know how to explain it. It wasn't showing up how it usually shows up.
Oh my god! Sorry, I'm listening.
Don't get distracted.
I am quite distracted.
So it didn't show up how it was supposed to show up. And then I answered it and I just saw ding-a-ling and I said, you don't even know who it is. You don't even know who it is.
Sorry, I was having a nostalgic moment.
You have now assaulted me, and you don't even like.
Have I assaulted you?
It's assault.
How? Okay, I mean, I'm not negating or denying it. I'm just trying to understand the perspective of how do we quantify that
I
as
did
an
not
assault?
want to see your ding-a-ling.
Mm-hmm.
And now I have to see it. I'm now scarred with that memory because you have now forced me to see something that I did not consent to seeing.
Was a gun to your head when the call was made?
How was I supposed to know that it was?
Was
not?
a gun to your head when the call was made?
That has nothing to do.
Were you? Well, I'm not
That's
trying to. I'm not saying. I'm not saying you're right to have your ding-a-ling on the pause. I'm not saying you're right to have your ding-a-ling on the public screen. I'm not saying you're right to have your ding-a-ling on the public screen.
Thing. So
because you said you're forced.
I was
so I'm trying to figure out what
I was
level.
forced to see it.
The same way you could have answered the call without actually knowing if it was a video call or not.
I answered the phone like this, and then I said hello. There was nothing, so then I went like this. Penis.
I understand. Fair. I mean, I just be genuinely dumbfounded and flabbergasted when these things are told to me. I heard my friend somebody was like, "Where you just find these people? Like is that
like if you're somebody like talking
the testicular fortitude to just whip your dick out on his screen, bro? I be concerned to tell friends that is my friends certain things in a message, huh?"
Man, let's be over here like,
I'm here. What up, bro? Well, I'm here. What up?
Well, he was jerking off.
You know what?
I was
guys.
He thought it was somebody else.
clearly.
I don't even think that was it. I think there are people who have different weird. I am a
He
very
thought I was a different person
strange
for
human.
a bunch of seconds. Like
I am a very strange human, so I give grace to everybody because I have my own crazy perspectives.
And you know that it is not the person. You shouldn't keep stroking your penis.
Me, they're exhibitionists.
Yeah.
And that's not your
Guys.
your cup of coffee, but that is how people are genuine.
I like how we're justifying the assault.
I am not justifying anything.
Nobody just. Where you get?
You trying to come to a conclusion of how this man stop when he forced.
I'm not justifying it. I am just sharing a perspective of how people live.
That will there. He's
And does that make you right or wrong to have a varying perspective? I am not telling you you are right or wrong or justified or unjustified or dignified or undignified or unsolicited or solicited or whatless or not whatless or.
Back to the
But make sure you got
thing
consent.
that the person sent. That I have no idea what it was because
You did never download it.
I learned from the last time. And I said, I not downloaded this. One, it could be a virus. Two, it could be your ting, and I don't want to see it. And there were no words. You didn't say hi, hello. You just sent something. You didn't try to confirm who it was. You didn't say, oh, is this so and so? I got your number from so and so. There was no checks and balances. There was literally just sent. And then when I was like, question mark, you were like, I'm now realizing that this is the wrong person. Okay, no problem. But then you proceed to start sending me messages, shoot your shot.
I mean, you're about to approach World War III, shoot your shot.
How about no? How about no? You.
I mean, self-regulate.
You don't
Emotionally
even
regulate,
know.
but shoot your shot.
You don't know me. You don't know me.
But isn't every friend a stranger?
Say hello. The man is say hello to now.
Hello.
ask how I am.
I just had to do
Nothing.
it because I thought it was like ecophilia.
Like people, once you start jumping right in, it's be like, yo, calm down.
All right, so this I want okay.
Audacity. Men have audacity.
We have
Y'all
audacity.
just don't believe these stories, but these things is happening.
No, these stories are. I dare I say, in my brain, these are These are very of the.
You've opened your phone and just saw a vagina?
These are.
No.
Not
Not a group chat thing. Like a woman just randomly being
These
like,
are very.
I want to hear the story if this is
You know
happening.
these stories. This is one thing men will never do is talk with these sort of things because when
I have had situations where I went to my phone.
When you say something, it's be like you
trying to diminish from
you diminishing a woman's story. So
Yeah.
that's a shot.
No.
Exactly.
It's not to diminish my story.
Once again,
Yeah,
we
you-
understand that you might be taking so, but for a lot of men,
And
by the
for-
time you start talking, you will automatically diminishing a woman's
Because the
story.
man is not defending himself.
Exactly. So just shut up. So we automatically. So every man that has gone through this at least once, and we say, no, this happened to me after like, oh, I
I
know
love how
something
this has
similar.
turned into a different topic.
Like we know something
This is
similar.
organic
and then
list of
women is just be
conversation.
like, oh no, that's not thing, that's not like it. Just like, okay.
yeah,
So
keep watching.
just keep them up.
Right, and I this goes back to the conversation. This kind of, and I think for me, like we had a kind of banter in my brain. Well, we had a banter in my brain. We had a short conversation about what we would name this episode, and I think like one of the things that we really ought to consider as a title is emotional regulation. Emotional regulation. And I think let's go to a very different time space in my life when I was a youth leader at church, and praise God, give thanks, amen, whatever you want to say, ashe, however you call it. But the assalamu alaikum, peace be unto you. The idea, one of the things that I had.
Did we all have ADHD?
Yes, one of the things that I had in one of my last years dealing with leadership was the 5 sectors of humanity. In that there is the spiritual, because we were in church, so that was the main one we thought, focus on God. There was emotional. There was the mental. Yes, there was a mental. There was a physical. And there was something else. There was 5 sectors, there's 5 spheres of a person that we looked at. But I think that there's a system we live in, the Little England, the US system, the English system, most of schooling as we understand it today has a underlying intention to create hierarchies. No, I am not against hierarchies. I am not against lineage or leadership. I just think that once it's not for manipulation but for mutual benefit, fine, let's go. But if you look at a schooling sector, it teaches you to look to a specific authority, respond, react, interact with an authority figure who has authority figures who has authority figures. So you got your form teacher. Primary school, you got your class teacher. You may got art teacher that still respond to your class teacher. You got your science teacher that may still respond to your class teacher. You got your PE teacher that still respond to your class teacher. Go up a little higher, you got a form teacher, and then you have different subjects. So while you have a subject in a class, you still have a form teacher, and then that teacher has a year head, and that year head still have a level, and that level still has another level, and then there's the deputy principal, and like all of these levels of society that we understand, leadership, guidance, politics. But I think that one of the things that we miss as people is the fundamental reality of necessity, connection. We're here to just live. We're here to live with each other. Yes, you can live, but you gotta live with each other. And so I feel like that thought process of autonomy creates a level of restraint that no, my autonomy is questioned, and so because my autonomy is questioned, I can't respond to you because you have offended my perspective. Whether your perspective is on the global perspective, the regional perspective, the locals perspective, the community perspective you host between me and you as a man and woman, like a woman and woman, however, as friends, However it is, like, you have no trespassed on my autonomy, and so I need to respond. And I believe we all have a level of autonomy, but I think what we do is use that to separate us as opposed to connect us. I am not you and you are not me. You are an introvert. I really wish you had drank a little bit more alcohol just so you could talk more, because when you say once you get the alcohol in your system, it is get you active. I don't need alcohol to talk. I know how to engage somebody, and that's because I know that I am an introvert. I am introverted highly, a lot more than people think. Like, you know of me, but you don't know me. But I also know what it
I
means.
don't necessarily need the alcohol.
You don't, but once you're comfortable, you're comfortable. But alcohol is one of those.
Yelled at you guys.
Literally, you yelled at us. But whole alcohol.
And that end you before restraint.
Are we not yelling?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm the first. But alcohol is like, if you got old chain and it ain't moving on the bicycle and you need to move the spray a little grease on it, you can rotate a little easier. It makes it a lot more fluid. And so understanding the tools of life, as opposed to just going through life and not understanding what the purpose of, because again, I still fully don't understand globalization. Like, saying like, this is the world, but this needs to be the world, is what globalization is.
The easiest way to put it is that if you become interconnected and interdependent.
Guys.
You're supposed to be inter-fucking-connected.
But no,
Guys.
remember.
I thought I'd cut off this globalization topic.
No, this is not. No, we're not cut off. But see, this is not globalization.
I'm trying
because
to
this is
end the podcast episode. If not, we're gonna have the well, y'all could pause. Get some snacks, guys, because they still want to talk.
no. We're not talking about globalization. We're just trying to bring it back to togetherness. I'm just trying to understand it fully from my perspective, so I don't feel out in the water speaking on it. Up the creek without a paddle, by the terms. But yeah, like, I feel like the sorry, you were saying about globalization.
Right, the interdependence and interconnectedness of varying cultures and nations.
I think that's what I just said, but backwardsly. Like, we just look at our autonomies and say, I need to be this, and you need to be this too. I need to be this, you can be this, and we can be this. That is globalization in the essence, isn't it?
That's what.
That's a first.
That's an idealist perspective.
Yeah.
That's an idealistic perspective. That's an idealistic perspective. But still, I mean, like, that is life. Like, I will never, ever, ever fully grasp how you perceive life. Because while we may stand at the same point at the same time, there are so many other variables from your perspective that you view things through. Whether it is literally physically, emotionally, psychologically, biologically, like, I may have 20/20 vision, you may have 10/15. Not saying that you have 10/15.
I do probably.
I don't want you to have 10/15. I want you to have 20/20. But I'm just saying.
Over there.
Jesus, fix it. Anyways, but I'm just saying, like, perspective will always vary. Like, we can sit on this couch and have the same experience, but never ever go with the same thought process. But you know what? We are trying to kill each other. I may get a hug because you would not touch your feeling for a person.
You're not trying to kill me.
Right, and I feel like the reason some people want to kill people is because they feel they are going to be killed.
Yeah.
War.
The war.
You've been in peak, so let's start a war. Shoot, I said that out loud again. Oh well.
War Frida.
I really think that Donald Trump is one of the most interesting characters of society. Let's not go there. Let's not get canceled before we start.
And that was today's episode, guys. If you want to tell us something, tell us something. You done? Don't choke!
Remember, you got this covered. You could regurgitate it.
That was also part of my thought. I think that happened to me. Because, like, I got these microphones in my that's actual.
Tears.
That's actual
Real tears are coming out of his
But
eyes.
that is what it means when they say wrong hole.
Oh no.
I was trying to breathe and drink. I could only do one. So I had to stop drinking to try to breathe. But it was already drinking in my
Can
lungs.
you breathe and drink at the same time?
You cannot!
Not after you pass you on the stage.
Wow.
Because now the children can go and drink milk and still breathe at the same time.
Wow.
Suckling.
That's why the little holders get little, because at some point it'll be similar.
Suckling.
Okay.
So as we end this here, on a more...
I am challenging your people.
My people.
So your task
My task.
when this podcast comes out, as it is for most guests, is to, promote, like spread it, like put it on your page or whatever.
Like,
right?
share, comment, subscribe.
That. But I'm gonna challenge your people.
Mm-hmm.
You have to give them an emoji that they have to comment. Let's see how many we can get. I can start this as a challenge for all future guests. Like, and then at the end of the year, I can see the guests that had the most emojis.
No, while I
Remind
have...
me of this because I will forget, guys.
I will make sure, because you started with me. I am the first. And while I have 3-ish,
3 friends.
no, not friends. I mean, maybe I have 3 friends. True. Maybe I have more, but 3 friends.
How are we calling out 3 friends?
Emoji. I have 3 emojis that I have that comes top of mind.
Okay.
Also, just because this cup also has to be featured, the cup. Sorry, D cup. DECUP, capital C with a space between the D and the E.
Mm-hmm.
People to see me with this here, like even one back to the whole Twitter situation, was like that Rastama cup went to more parties than most of we. Yeah, like the cup has to be featured.
So
I feel like not just a cup, but
As
between
the words D cup, you want them to comment with an emoji.
No, so there's the beer mug, there's the emoji, and then there's the shot glass. No, not the shot glass, the whiskey glass. Well, we call it whiskey, but it's really a short glass, short bowl. So in between the short bowl and the beer mug,
Not the champagne flutes.
I mean, that's my birthday celebration salute to people. Not the champagne flutes. I mean, if you do the cheers of the beer mugs, because there's the cheers of the beer mugs. So any one of, okay, let's go with the 3 of anything regarding a vessel. Let's rephrase that.
Because that could be
Ooh, that my brain went fast. That could be a car because my brain went fast. That could be a boat, a spaceship. No.
Warhead.
Oh, God damn. We tried to avoid it. So there are 2 options. I'm giving them 2.
beer and whiskey.
Pretty much.
Okay, guys. Your master has spoken.
I'm not a master. I am a master of my own self. I am not your master. Unless you want me to be, then we can have a different conversation. I said what he said. I really said what he said.
This is the challenge for you.
For me?
So you have to make sure that these people that you're like, guys, you all comment on this.
Oh,
so that
you really wanted to be an influencer. Say less.
at the end of the year, whoever win.
Say less. I was born a winner, so we both here.
This is now a challenge. I am now officially.
We both here, heavy,
This-
heavy, hard work, heavy, both here, heavy. Out of,
If anybody wants to sponsor this,
that's where I was going. You're doing this, you're giving of yourself out of the generous nature of your heart.
Not me. I'm doing it for money.
When it's, hold on, you are choosing to have an expression out of your own expressive nature. If by chance your expression, I about to talking to my church times.
confident.
If your nature, by chance, may I say to you, and I hope you can zoom in on my eyes as I say this to you. If your nature, by chance, is that you like to see people living to their best potential, to do the most that they can with as much resources available and afforded to them within reasonable understanding. I ask of you, I beseech you, on the bequest of Simone, sponsor the podcast, Lord. Anybody, all I wanna do it. Send you a little 50 and walk in first pay. Don't make hard for gas or
For gas. We just do this for free, you know, guys.
we just do this because we enjoy doing things like this.
We just bring people on just to show them out. Just to hear them talk.
Just to
Because we
talk.
need to talk.
I would like money.
I mean, we want the money, so this is why we're here. Like, and truth be told, it's not that we have a love. No, we don't have a love for money. We just understand the reality that money is essential.
We would like to keep living so that we could do this.
We live in the circus, and we is part of the clowns, because money is part of the circus. Actually, money is not part of the circus. It is part of the circus.
Acrobat. So I'm really on the
I want to be
trapeze.
tight. I having a stroke.
Stroke girl, stroke girl.
Tightrope walker.
Stroke girl.
A tight walk roper. A tight rope walker.
You having a stroke.
A tight rope
Tight,
walker.
Tight.
Tight.
Did you know
Rope.
Dick Grayson's parents died?
Walker?
Tightrope?
Who is Dick Grayson? Daredevil.
Andre's just making up a story.
Nightwing.
This is a
As in
anime.
Batman.
Nightwing.
Please.
Let's-
So hold on.
Robin.
There are black people and then there are light skinned blacks. He is not Batman. He is
Batman's psychic, but that's not the point.
Nightwing.
He's Batman's psychic.
He is Nightwing.
He's Batman.
He has an identity. He is autonomous.
He's Batman.
Even though he is a psychic, he is autonomous.
He's not. Without Batman, there's no Robin. Fight me.
Actually,
Fight me in the comments. Fight me in the comments.
so what happened to Teen Titans?
You know what?
You realize, right, that Robin still had to have other people. He had to have other people. He couldn't be by himself. He really needs to work on
what-
his identity.
So what you're saying is that.
He needs to have.
It's other people.
He needs to have Cyborg and Raven as
So what you're
Stargirl
saying.
and Beast
So
Boy.
what you're.
Simone, stop with your head. Go ahead.
No.
Please stop.
I am not gonna stop while I'm ahead.
Andre, please.
Fight me in the comments.
You know what? At the end of the day,
we
need to talk. I mean, the manager has been here. He was a little disgruntled earlier. But I feel
Regurgitation thing.
Guys.
let's not go there. But thank you for having me, Simone. Genuinely.
Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for being on this podcast. Comment down below the beer or the whiskey. Well, I shouldn't even promote it not because who says that I would like Michael to win? Mr. of Vibes.
Yeah, because they didn't even mention him.
Minister of Vibes. Drunken Rastaman.
Stillwalker.
Stillwalker
Flag
party.
man.
He's
Life
the
of the
guy
party.
With the flag.
Yeah, I also.
Every single soca something.
Most
the
of them.
flag, there's just be like there. And underneath it, Michael.
Actually, I want before. So I know we done right, but can I do a real segue?
You
Just
can do whatever you want to do, buddy.
all right. So let's talk about the flag because people are very concerned and confused by the flag. So we are as Andre. I don't know why Jason was coming to brain, but Andre said we were known as Little England, and one of the older thought processes and histories and eras was the concepts of chess and the English Empire and these guys, going to war, Saxons and those things. So whenever a king went to war, there were a few things that were relevant. The king was relevant. The army was relevant. The reinforcements, the musicians, all of these things were relevant. But the reason you knew the king was there was when you saw his standard. Do you understand what a standard is?
No.
The standard is actually known as an assembling, a insignia, an emblem, a flag with something on it. So whenever the king arrived, the standard was raised. So while I am a king in my own rights, dare say God, so that's a whole different conversation, But while I'm a king in my own rights, I have my own standards. Whether you appreciate them or not, they are my standards. They are not your standards. Whether you like them or not, they are my standards and not your standards. And when you see my standards, you see me. When you see my flag, you see me. So yeah, it's a flag, man. But it's more than just a flag. It's a standard. It's as somebody said to me this week, you're the only man that has ever just walked out with a flag. Because they got a standard. And you, it's me. I got a standard for myself. So you got a cup and a flag. Support your habits. Have a standard for yourself.
Everything is a little deeper.
Everything. I am an onion. Everything is a lot deeper. I really wanted to go into the multifaceted realities of my life. Because I used to do enough things. But we can stop talking. We can do a part two. Management, can we do a part two?
Yes.
Because management is purple.
We were already doing a part 2, but you would like a part 3.
We could do a part 7.
Okay.
We could.
I don't want to do part 2.
You know what? What we will do.
Just know that I don't want to do part 2.
We will.
Not because I don't want him back here. I will like him back here. But the part 2, they would like to traumatize me. But y'all have to stay tuned to figure out how they would like to traumatize me.
So let's okay. I will agree to a part 2.
You already agreed to the part 2.
On these.
It was your idea.
On these premises.
It was your idea.
That you two switch seats.
Okay, wait. Let's actually end this episode. Let me say goodbye. Because we've been saying goodbye for so long. That part is not going to be in it. Because that's not supposed.
The official goodbye. We can leave that as a. We can. I don't care enough. That's hilarious.
So part 2 will happen at some point because.
And she will be not in front of the camera. She'll be behind the camera. Because that's the only way we'll do it. Because he has to be next to me. Because I feel like we need to talk, dog.
Just likes to be extra. Can we not?
That's actually where it's been an episode.
Bye, guys.
Later.